long as you own your home. Right now, get a complete leaf guard system for only $99 down, $99 a month, and $99 installation. You'll also receive a $100 Visa gift card with a free gutter inspection and in-home estimate. Damage from clogged gutters can cost you thousands. Never worry about clogged gutters again. Don't wait, you've still got time. Call 1-833-2-GUTTERS today. That's 1-833-2-GUTTERS.
We're celebrating this season of Washington Mystics basketball with a brand new series. This is Mystics Courtside. I'm Meg McDonald, and you're in the right place for the best content on all things Mystics.
This is my thing.
Behind the scenes access, well, the yell was incredible.
Thank you.
In-depth interviews.
That's what I pride my game on, is being the beast on both ends of the floor. I'm ready for it.
We have it all.
Go Mystics!
Don't miss Mystics Courtside, weekdays at 5 p.m. and anytime on Monumental Sports Network.
Hershey Bears fans are ready to repeat the roar. The Giant Center in Hershey is playing host to its 15th playoff game in 2 years tonight. It won't be easy on the ice.
It's going to be the best of the best right now. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a battle. So we're looking forward to the test.
It's going to be trench warfare out there, I think, which is exciting.
The Cleveland Monsters come to Chocolatetown to begin the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1 starts right now on Fox 43.
They score! The Bears have done it! They are Calder Cup champions!
Fans are filing in. It'll be a packed house tonight as the Bears open their series against the Monsters. Hello everyone, welcome to Hershey Bears Hockey on Fox 43. I'm Ryan Yee. The Hershey Bears and Cleveland Monsters both won their respective divisions in the regular season. Both are coming off sweeps in the division finals, but how will they look tonight? We go to the guys calling the action, voice of the Bears, Zach Fish, and former Bears captain, Garrett Mitchell. Guys?
Thank you very much, Ryan. The Eastern Conference Finals are upon us with Garrett Mitchell. And Garrett, it's the most exciting time of the year. Almost June. The weather's getting nice outside. You've been this far in this tournament. Just what's the buzz like in the locker room right now for the players?
Yeah, it's one of those things. You know, you've gone this far throughout the season. You know, you've played some extremely meaningful hockey, you know, up until this point. And, you know, from this point on, it really starts to crank up. And, you know, the intensity, the mistakes get amplified. You know, you really just got to take care of your own job and let it all kind of sort itself out.
Two historic cities in the American Hockey League and both division winners going toe-to-toe. Cleveland winning the North, Hershey winning the Atlantic. According to both the head coaches, this is going to be a hard-fought series.
They're a strong hockey team. They're here for a reason. You know, they went through some teams that are tough to play against, and they're playing really well together. They break out the puck well. Our forecheck's going to have to be dialed in.
They defend well, and they've been the best defending team in the league. And the team we just played in the last round was a damn good defending team too, so we've got experience with that, but everything's just going to be a little bit tougher.
Thoughts from both the coaches as we get set for puck drop of Game 1. It brings us to our window of opportunity, sponsored by Renewal by Anderson. Explore the better way to a better window. And for the Hershey Bears here today, you mentioned it, everything rises up right now. There's players that know that they can give more, and you look at last year, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Garrett, the Bears lost 5-1 after sweeping Hartford, losing Game 1 to Rochester in this building. So you have to know that things are going to get even more intense.
Yeah, 100%. And I think there's a huge learning lesson, especially for this group and the guys that were around last year, that, you know, you can drop one and it's not the end of the series. You know, you have 7 games now. We're in this, you know, for the long haul. And, you know, like I said, it's not something that has to end after Game 1.
Todd Nelson also mentioned that on the other side, a 5-man unit is key for Cleveland. What does that mean, playing as a 5-man unit? Because Coach Nelson wants to see that from his group, too.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just getting up the ice together, you know, and I think what you'll start to see is you know, Hershey get their D up in the play and really start to join the rush. You know, allow that second wave of opportunities to come in. You know, you've got that third guy high, fourth guy high, and when you play like that, it makes it tough on the opposing team.
Lastly, the Bears won the power play to be good over 50% in the season series. They went 4-0 in the regular season against the Monsters. We'll have the play-by-play and puck drop around the corner, but for now, let's send it back to Ryan Yee.
Thanks, guys, and the rally towels will be waving as every fan gets one tonight. I'll see you a little bit later on, ice side. And coming up next, it's the national anthem, and then it's puck drop for Game 1 between the Bears and Monsters. You're watching Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy. I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for Memorial Day savings. Get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek. For a limited time, save big with free installation on all windows and enjoy no interest for 18 months.
We do it all.
Design, build, and install.
Bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek. For a limited time, save big with free installation.
Factory. There's never been a better time to buy.
Call 855-57 Creek now before this offer is gone.
Home sweet Thompson Creek.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network. Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
The first period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Members First Federal Credit Union.
'06, Milton Hershey opened Hershey Park for his employees. Part of the fun included a baseball game and live music. Wasn't quite the place we know today. The first ride wasn't added for another 2 years. First coaster didn't come until 1923. The sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania, the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's join Amy Lambert for tonight's national anthem.
Bears fans, we did this last year, and we're going to do it again. Everybody, please join me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Amy Lambert and the Hershey Bears fans with the Star-Spangled Banner. We're ready to go for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hershey Bears and the Cleveland Monsters, the winners of the North Division, the winners of the Atlantic, both in the regular season and the playoffs, as we take a look And tonight's starting goaltenders, Hunter Shepard has played them all for Hershey. A 1.58 goals against average for Shepard, the AHL's goaltender of the year, the first team All-Star, last year's Calder Cup MVP. On the other side, Jet Greaves gets the call for Cleveland. He's back after a one-game hiatus due to either injury or illness, keeping things a little hushed this time of year. His numbers even better than Shepard's in the playoffs. Greaves 0-2 in his career versus Hershey. Tonight's officials, the referees, Justin Kia, number 44, Mike Sullivan, number 47, Brandon Grillo, number 79, Ryan Jackson, number 84, working the lines. Well, home ice advantage, the Bears have it, Garrett Mitchell, and you can hear the crowd getting rowdy here. Great crowd on hand for a Thursday night. The atmosphere is electric.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, just listening to the national anthem, if that doesn't get you going, I don't know what else can.
The Eastern Conference Finals, Hershey and Cleveland, underway from Giant Center. The winner of this best-of-7 series to the Calder Cup Finals. The puck deflected in by Cleveland behind the Hershey net. The Monsters right to left, and their white jerseys blue and black accents. First check thrown by Hunter McCown, and the Monsters on offense with veteran forward Stefan Matteau. Puts it far side for the Bears, defending behind the net of Shepard. Backhander on goal, mocked up by Shepard. Has a broken stick at the net front. And Dylan McElrath and Aaron Ness a little pushing and shoving as we look at tonight's scratches, sponsored by Evergreen Brewing Company and their Juicy Juice IPA, helping the Bears repeat the roar. Matthew Phillips back out for Hershey. Logan Day still injured. Meanwhile, Matt Strome on the outside looking in today with Riley Sutter back. The Monsters still without key blue liners Nick Blankenberg and Jake Christensen due to injury. Face-off won by the Bears, moving left to right. Pierrick Dubé to center. The chocolate sweaters over the blue line. Shot in out of the glove of Greaves. Big rebound turned out on the wrist shot that came from Limoges. And Greaves, a little nerves early, maybe dropped it. There's center. Limoges out of midair. Batted around by the Monsters. Three Bears swarming. Mikhail Pucha out of the traffic will clear it in. Back in the lineup for the Monsters. Pucha out of Finland will dump it behind the Bears' net. Good work in the offensive zone after Greaves couldn't catch that puck cleanly, Garrett.
Yeah, he couldn't, and that's something I like to see, especially early on. Get that puck on net, just test out Greaves, see how he's doing, and coming off of, not playing in the last game there, test him early here.
Lucas Johansson looking to break out of his own zone for Hershey. Has played 2 of the 4 games versus the Monsters this year. Garrett Rowe trying to break free. Hawk tied from behind, and the game's first penalty will come on the Monsters as Rowe will draw the minor as Prinsky's shot is snatched out by the glove of Reeves, and a holding penalty detected. And Rowe at 5 points in the 3-game sweep of the Hartford Wolfpack. He is running it, gunning early. Hershey to their potent power play.
Yeah, and just a great job by Rosie. He's able to get his feet moving and gets half a step there. On the defenseman, and he's able to get his feet moving, draws a penalty, and that if he doesn't get his feet moving right away, that penalty's not called. So great job there by Rosie.
Penalty called on Marcus Bjork for holding the power play for Hershey in the playoffs. 6 for 29, 20.7%. Ethan Frank is back, though. He has 2 power play goals, but in the regular season, and yes, the Monsters didn't have their full complement at times, Hershey was 8 for 15 against Cleveland on the power play, and Frank had 7 points on the man advantage. Dubé from the right side. Hershey looking to draw first blood on the man advantage. Eric Dubé with 1 goal here in these playoffs. He was pointless against Hartford, lost it, smacked away from him as the Monsters penalty kill, coming off a 2 for 3 performance against Syracuse in the Game 3 win, sits at 80% in the playoffs. Pass out of the reach of Dubé, failed entry, and the Bears will knock it back down, delayed offside. And Cole Clayton, time and space with Hershey tagging up. Clayton will push it in front of his own net, flip it the length of the pond, wide of Joe Snively, who has 6 helpers but no goals in these playoffs thus far. Mike Vecchione and the Bears were real good on the power play in the regular season against the Monsters. One guy that didn't get a ton of time against Cleveland was Ivan Miroshnichenko, just played 2 of the games. He's out there now, 5 goals, time for the team lead. 1:05 left of the power play. Rowe to jump it in, Vecchione to handle it. Behind the net, played away from him. Pushed up the left boards, out of the reach of Miroshnichenko. Hershey's second power play unit will turn back to center. Vecchione had it and lost it, swatted at by Sillinger. Now the ice to Shepard with 17:20 to go. First period, 45 seconds left of the Bjork holding minor. Now the first power play of the game for the Bears. Rowe to handle it, galloping over center down the right wing, leads Miroshnichenko. Prinsky sets it up to the far side. Jimmy Huntington, Prinsky has it again, winds and fires. That deflected
and knocked away. Chance for the Monsters to clear it. Zaboro will push it behind the net to Clayton, and he sends it down the ice into Hershey's zone. He's Prisky in his own zone. Will send it back up to Huntington. Bears making a partial change, getting Riley Sutter out there on the right wing. Gives it back to Huntington, streaking in. He tried to pass it. Comes back to Trinayev, and that shot turned away by Greaves. A bad turnover, and Bogdan Trinayev denied. Big save by Greaves late in the power play.
What a great job there by Riley Sutter. We talked about him earlier on there, you know, not being a part of it so far, and for him to jump in, make that little soft play, you know, he creates that whole chance.
One shot for Hershey on the power play. It's over. Back to full strength as McElrath throws one off the side of the net. Trinayev behind the goal. A big hit on Juracek, and the Bears get the puck. McElrath from the right point. Blue line to Ness. Walking in. Flips it across. Rabinski jammed up. Couldn't get that shot through. McElrath will keep it in. Good work done by the Bears, but now needing a change. 4 minutes off the clock. The fans appreciate the effort as David Juracek, the first rounder, feeling the heat back there behind the net with a couple hits. The 6th overall pick in 2022. The Bears aren't making it an easy welcome for him to this series.
No, and it's a great job by them. Just sustained ozone, and you know, we talked about a little bit coming down, you know, to end the regular season. I think that's something that Hershey can really build on. Is, you know, that's part of what Todd Nelson talked about is creating a 5-man unit.
Here's Frank down the left wing, a break-in on goal. He scores! Ethan Frank goals in 4 straight. He snaps it home in game 1. Hershey goes up 1-0.
Just a very similar play to that Garrett Rowe. He's able to get his feet moving early on, right up by that blue line on a stretch pass. And, you know, you give Ethan Frank that much time and space, you know, to really pick his spot. That's an unbelievable shot there on Greaves, you know, right underneath the glove hand.
Ethan Frank was the best of the best in the regular season series with 11 points, including 4 goals against Cleveland. He picks up his 6th of the Calder Cup playoffs, dashing down the left wing, and the low shot past the glove of Greaves. You can see why at 29 in the regular season, 30 the year prior, and the Bears 1-0 leaders here in game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Crowd cheering on their team, on their feet early as the Bears get the icebreaker for the 5th time in the playoffs, 4-0 when they score first. Trey Fix-Wolanski, the deadly forward to center ice, will chip it in behind the goal. Frank from Lapierre, what a pass by him, and Snively too. Hendricks Lapierre with 9 points, leading the Bears in these playoffs. So 1-0 Hershey as they notch the game's first goal. Cleveland was also 4-0 when they scored first, so an important marker there if history tells us anything. Bears using home ice in that early power play 2 to their advantage. Out shooting the Monsters 4-0 in the first 5 minutes and change. Dubé at center on the swat in. Clayton had it and lost it. Limoges to take it. Centers to Dubé, poked away from him by Sillinger. Dubé will keep it in and rips it to the net wide of the goal. The Bears are on it right now. Prisky with it, right wing. Trying to go back to Huntington. It comes to Prisky instead. Jimmy Huntington wants it and shoots. His shot turned aside to the corner. But Jake Massey in the lineup here tonight in place of Hamid Octel. Goes to the blue line to Prisky. Team a keep away right now for Hershey. Dubé behind the net will spit the puck out of traffic. Huntington plays it topside. Prisky's there to retrieve it. An 8-point getter from the blue line in the regular season and playoffs. Behind the net to Dubé. Drops it off near side boards. Cycles it
At the time, current VP of Hockey Operations Brian Helmer was an assistant coach for the Bears team. Aaron Ness was in his first season with the Bears. For the Monsters, their current head coach Trent Vogelhuber scored the game-winning goal in Game 1. Guys?
So Vogelhuber on the other side of it, a 4-1 win in Game 1. He had the go-ahead goals. The Monsters scored 3 in the third that night to pull away. Hope for better fate this time around as Cleveland now in the East. Hunter McCown at center will rip it in behind the net of Shepard. 2 saves for Shepard, 3 for Greaves. 1-0 Bears on the Ethan Frank goal at 4:24. McCown on the keep-in wide of Shepard. And Macho picking it up along the near boards. One of the more experienced players, Calder Cup playoffs for him. This is 59th postseason game in the AHL level. Beneath the goal line, McCown with it pinned by Sutter. As the Bears doing a good job keeping the Monsters to the perimeter. Cleveland goes topside to Bjork at the right point. Sutter will glove it down legally in his own zone. And the Bears to center with Henrik Grabinski, who's been a revelation in these playoffs with 5 points so far. Sutter comes in, throws his weight around, and the puck shot in behind the net of Cleveland with 11:30 left here in the first period. 1-0 Bears here in Game 1. Monsters right to left to center ice. Pucha will take it, shift it in off the glass behind the net of Shepard. Prisky up the boards, out of the way of Luca Del Bel-Belouz, and Snively to center. Frank down the left wing, turns on the Jets, trying to get around Juracek. One hands it to the goal, and knocked away by Greaves. It's a lot of speed there on Juracek. He played 29 games for the Monsters, 43 for Columbus this year.
Yeah, it's a big body too. You know, great job by Ethan Frank. He gets his feet moving and really duplicates that chance that he had when he scored the goal.
Shot from the line, blocked by Snively. Makes a great play to transition to offense. Looking for Frank ahead, broken up in the last moment. Otherwise, he was long gone. Now the Monsters regroup back to center. Sillinger down the right wing will put on the brakes, trying to feed Whalen, but on the wrong side of his stick. Right-handed shooter puts it behind the net. Alex Whalen in his second season with Cleveland, started last year in Hartford, was moved to them. Picks it up along the right wing. Into the boards. LaPierre will take it away behind the net. Hershey looking to rush out to center. Dubé to neutralize to Snively. Cuts across. 2 Monsters nearly collide. Snively wiggles away and dumps it in. Showing off that elusiveness that has made him such a quality player. 59 points this year for Snively. Led the Bears in a career year. 1-0 Hershey at Iorio. Good to see him back out there after being shaken up a few moments ago. Vinny will get it behind his own net. But his second season after being a Calder Cup champion as a rookie last year, the Bears have a lot of experience on their roster compared to Cleveland. 16 Monsters in their first AHL run are in the lineup tonight. Fans don't like the rough stuff behind the net. Sees the stick shattered of Dunn. The Bears will clear to the line, but not out. Whalen from long range. Shepard will watch it get the glass. And the Bears look to break out of their own zone. Alex Limoges, 2 goals in the playoffs, both coming on the power play to center. We're halfway through period number 1, 9:29 to go. In the first, the shots 5-2 Hershey. They're 1-0 front runners. Here tonight, this one. Puck deflected up and out of play into the crowd will send us in to a breather in Chocolatetown. Ethan Frank with the goal. The physicality picking up here at Giant Center. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. See Hershey ahead 1-0. You're tuned into the 2024 Calder Cup play.
Wizards District Gaming is playing live at District E, and you won't want to miss it. Come see the 2K action in person as Wizards District Gaming protects the district against the best teams in the NBA 2K League. The trash talk will be loud, and the 2K will be as intense as ever. Oh yeah! So what are you waiting for? Come on down to District E, where you can be a part of the action. Scan the QR code to get your tickets.
You're way shorter than I thought you'd be. There's a shirtless selfie of me by the dumbbells. Here I am. I do air drumming. I'm a competitive air drummer.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I forgot my wallet at home, so sugar mama.
Will you excuse me?
The Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Lease the Tucson for only $269 a month or get up to $2,000 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
When we started this company, we had to look deep and find what is most important: our customers, our co-workers, and our community. We built a reputation based on a strong work ethic and friendly, highly trained technicians who take pride in their work, providing a level of service that you just don't see anymore. Since 1979, Crop Metcalf has been home of the 5-star technician. So right now, call or go online and see what real customer service means.
Is the one with 5 stars.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
Bears fans, Bouquet Mulligan de Mayo is having their annual Oakley VIP Day on Thursday, June 13th from 12 to 6 in their Cleona location. It's beautiful. See the best selection of new Oakley eyewear and sunglasses at the best prices. Bring us your prescription. Get the best deal on prescription eyewear and sunglasses. Tell them that I sent you, and you get a cool Oakley gift. That's Bouquet Mulligan de Mayo Eye Professionals in Cleona, Thursday, June 13th, 12 to 6. Look them up at bmdi.com. With Garrett Mitchell, I'm Zach Fish. Ryan He is ice side. Producer Ed Albert with us. Bears lead 1-0 with 9:10 to go. It stands at number 1 here in Game 1, the Eastern Conference Finals. There's a penalty call coming up on Cleveland. Juracek's stick came up on Garrett Rowe, and Hershey headed to the power play once again. We'll see if this is more than 2, Garrett.
Yeah, it looks like it might be. It looks like Rosie's cut. Yeah, it is 4. So a double minor here for Juracek there. You know, seeing the Bears power play and the success they had there early on, you know, it bodes well for the Bears.
So Hershey didn't connect to the first man advantage, but picked up some traction late. This was behind the play that this penalty occurred. So Juracek off for the double minor. And here's where you want to make him pay. And we talked about how good the Bears power play was against Cleveland in the regular season. Some of these numbers are wild. Frank, 7 points. Snively, 5 assists. Limoges had 3 goals. Dubé, 2 goals as well. So the top guys came up big, and right now, pick your poison. They are all out of the ice.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about it almost ad nauseum, just the firepower that the Bears have on the power play. You know, who do you take away? You know, and it's a pretty good situation for the Bears to be in.
Dubé from the right wing with Hershey ahead 1-0 on the man advantage for the second time tonight. Snively to Lapierre from the right circle, guns it to the net, looking for a screen from Limoges, but it goes wide. Snively from the point to the bumper spot. Dubé jammed up, he puts it wide of the goal, and Lapierre will retrieve it. Lapierre and Dubé, former junior teammates. They'll go left side to front. Doesn't shoot, at least for Snively. Assessing his option, sweeps it to Lapierre from the right dot. To the slot, Dubé puts it wide of the goal from the high slot between the circles, missed the net. He'll go to the front of the goal now. Snively with it. Frank up top, rotates over to the center point. Left wing, Dubé collects it, wheeling around. A little bit of deviation here from the Bears. They rotate it right side, Snively. Everything from the perimeter, though, looking for interior ice. Snively for a lane to Lapierre, leaves it. Dubé is one-timer over the glove of Grease and wide of the goal. Looking for Pierrick Dubé up high. Clearly they've seen something maybe they can exploit, but 1 minute gone on the double minor, and the Bears changing as the puck is cleared.
Yeah, if you look at Cleveland's penalty kill right now, very, very stationary, very, very passive. And what I mean by that is they're allowing the Bears that high ice. And, you know, right now it's something that they're going to have time and space to really make that play. And Cleveland's really going to look to, you know, shut down in front of the net. But they're really, really passive on that PK right now.
Huntington, the second unit out. They leave center point. Chase Prisky. Left wing one-timer, Miro Stachenko. That blocked by Bjork. Ivan gets it back, and the Bears work it behind the goal. Goal from the right wing. Passing clinic for the Bears. Prisky to Miro Stachenko. Gun to the net. Blocked again. Man, oh man. Bjork there paying the price twice. Miro Stachenko can really rip it.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's part of that really passive penalty kill. You're going to force them to shoot the puck, and, you know, those D-men are going to take a beating if it's going to be like that all night.
Prisky in full flight to Huntington. They'll work it to Rowe. Down to the second half of the double minor. Garrett Rowe, who drew it. Sends it right wing. Back up top to Prisky at the point. The first-year Bear to Huntington, who fires a glove save by Greaves, who saw it all the way off his stick and into his mitt. Still 1:55 to operate. You'll go right back to the top power play unit. With 6:58 left of the first, 1-0 Bears.
Yeah, with being that passive on the penalty kill, what they're trying to do is really alleviate that seam. So, you know, they're going to make it tough for Ethan Frank to take that puck through the seam, you know, from the half wall from Lapierre. But what that allows is, you know, you've seen Miro Stachenko there get that one-timer off coming from the point. You know, and it's going to take a huge, you know, a huge job by the defenseman stepping up and blocking that puck if that's what they're going to allow.
LaPierre thrown from the circle. The other lefty out there to take the draw. Limoges instead. Can't win it. Monsters. Clayton doesn't get a lot on it. Flubs it up the boards, and Frank will keep it in. Second half of the double minor. Bears lead 1-0. Ethan Frank looking for more. He's got the ice-breaking goal. Hendricks LaPierre leads to Snively. Left side, Frank, one-timer. Sticked out by Greaves. Frank was a little flushed out to the left. Behind the goal, the battle ensues. Two Bears there trying to disrupt it. Hucha takes it for the Monsters, smacks it off the boards, and down the ice. You don't want to go in that first intermission looking back going, man, if we only could have got one on the power play to add to our lead a little bit. Third man advantage for Hershey, with this being a double minor of the game. Behind the net, Snively gets the puck to Pierrick Dubé. Limoges looking to unwedge it out of the pile. Another big scrum, and the puck won't finally be dug loose by Pierrick Dubé. Dubé crunch, but he gets it to Frank, who's on the right wing now. Dusts it off. Mentioned there's plenty of room up high. Frank right circle with some room, leads to the middle. Off the stick of Dubé, but there is LaPierre. Snively from the top of the blue line to Frank with it. Winds, fires, deflected on goal. Good save by Greaves. He was sliding to his right. It came back to his left. He's got it.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of talked about. You're going to probably see the Bears try to rotate up high here and pull in that guy, but Ethan Frank takes that shot off of Sweezy there. Greaves is able to get a glove on that, so a great job by him tracking that puck. But you're going to see the Bears really try to rotate that three high up top, try to create that seam, which you almost saw by Frank throwing it through to LaPierre on the backside. But they are so passive that it gives you that room, almost a sense false sense of hope there that you have time and space, but take it away in front of the net.
Miro Stachenko to Huntington. 40 left of the double minor. It's prodded back out to center where Prisky and the Bears will regroup a neutral. Vecchione sends it left wing. Huntington will just dump it in around the base of the boards. Rowe to try to take it. Knocks it loose in front, but right to the guys in white. And Gaudette short-handed, marching on forward. They'll flip it behind the Bears goal. Shepard stays at home. Gaudette wipes out behind the goal, and Hershey with the puck. Late in the power play, Prisky to Vecchione over the red line. Gains entry to Cleveland zone. Shovels it left wing. Huntington up high to Prisky. Right side, one-timer on goal. And Aaron Nash nearly put it underneath the pad of Greaves, who just got enough of it. His pad not flush to the ice, but close enough to keep that thing from going by him.
Yeah, Greaves almost didn't seal the ice there. Nestor's almost able to slide it right between his pad and his skate blade there, where it just sits up just enough, but he is able to squeeze it just enough. But a great power play by the Bears. Even they don't have a whole lot to show for it right now, but there's great movement up there. They're going to have to go back and look at it a little bit of how can we create some space through the seam there.
Sutter wins the draw to McElrath. The shot that's knocked away by the blocker of Greaves. The double minor's over. Cleveland's killed it off. Hershey still with it. Sutter in front. Rabinski turned out. A glove saved by Greaves. Sliding over. Fantastic stop. Sutter with it. Behind the goal. Looks to center. Triniev. Loose puck in front. Between the circles. Rabinski knocks it free. But Gaudette has breathed a sigh of relief. Clearing to center. Good feed by Riley. Sutter to set up Rabinski. And Greaves pushing over to his left. His best work thus far.
Yeah, he really hasn't missed a beat there. Sutsy comes in after missing a few. He really hasn't missed a beat. He's looked great.
Monster shot to the net. A pad saved by Shepard. Train fix Wilansky looking for his first of the playoffs. Instead up by Snively. Shifting, trying to get around Juracek. Tracked down by Bateau, but spins it behind the goal. LaPierre looking to knock that puck loose. They'll go behind the net. Snively looks out front. Great move around Juracek. Another penalty coming up on Cleveland. Juracek can't relieve it. Snively made it look silly there. The late call. Shepard off for the extra attacker. 6-on-5. Johansson from the blue line looks for Huntington. He's fresh off the bench. Throws it to the goal looking for a tip. Just wide of Snively. Delayed penalty on Cleveland with the Bears up 1-0. Johansson a little flipper deflected wide, but on the tape of LaPierre. It's right now a game of keep away for Hershey. LaPierre winds, fires from the right wing, blocked by McCown. Another power play, a high sticking penalty on Juracek, who the Bears have been able to work over in the early moments of this one. 3:40 left of the first. We'll be back with another Hershey power play. Fans are loving it at Giant Center. 1-0 Bears. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for Memorial Day savings. Get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
When I go in, crank that roaster up, drop those beans, and watch them transform, that's a really good feeling. The best part of owning a business is doing this together. When we decided to turn our passion into a business, M&T was our first call. M&T definitely made us feel that they had our back. That means everything. I hope M&T Bank is ready to continue growing with us. We're not stopping.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
Fourth power play of the first period for Hershey. Juracek off for high sticking. Garrett Mitchell, I'm Zach Fish. 3 cheers for the men and women in our technical crew. Great Same Productions and those with Fox 43. Bringing the broadcast tonight. Eastern Conference Finals. 1-0 Hershey. So now this is where you want to make him pay, Garrett. Late in the period, you don't want to go in the dressing room kicking yourself that you couldn't get one on 4 opportunities. Had a lot of looks, see if they can find a way to beat Greaves and get some pucks through.
Yeah, 100%. That's one of those things that you look back at and be, a little bit disappointed going in. Obviously you're up 1-0, but, you had 4 opportunities on the power play. You'd love to get 1 here.
Miroslav misses the pass of the right point from Rowe. Just took his eye off it. Second power play unit out to get things started for Hershey's man advantage during the regular season was 6th in the league at 20.1%. Rowe galloping over his own blue line. Fakes going backwards with a pass. Brings it in. Playing to the blue line. Prisky. Now they have it set up on the far side half point. Prisky to Rowe. Top of the right circle. Playing to the net looking for a tip from Huntington. Wide of the goal. And Miroslav Gonna check his sights here. That pass was off the mark, and it goes back to center. Rowe will leave it for Prisky, where the Bears changing. Chase will have to double on back with a minute left of the power play, and 2:35 to spare in period 1. 1-0 Hershey on the early Ethan Frank goal. LaPierre with it. Shots are 10-3 in favor of the Bears. Dubé with it down the right wing. Looks the middle of the ice, drops it to LaPierre instead. All sorts of room. Limoges to LaPierre on the right circle. Sends it back to Ethan Frank. 29 goals in the regular season. 13 of them came on the power play for Frank. Snively leads the puck to Limoges. To Joe Snively again. Center point LaPierre. Snively catches it, waits and holds, feeds it left side to Frank. And sliding over is Greaves. Hits there on the right post. And covers up as they are pushing Frank a little bit out of that prime shooting area. And Greaves was able to get over.
Yeah, great pass there by Joe Snively to find that team. And I talked about it, how collapsed they are in that neutral or in that slot area, making it extremely hard to get it over to Ethan Frank. But a great pass over by Joe Snively, and I'd like to kind of maybe see them get that up top and start seeing that flank, that Alex Ovechkin type spot for Ethan Frank there.
Off the draw, Dubé's wrist shot knocked off the blocker of Greaves to the corner. Playing up the near wing, off the body of Dubé, kept in. Sillinger couldn't clear it. Limoges takes it. Snively late in the power play. Dubé right dot, snaps a shot that Greaves again leaves a rebound, but cleared past Snively. Power play will end. The Bears get 3 shots on goal on the man advantage, but do not connect. And 0 for 4 on the man advantage here in the first period. Still 1-0 front runners with Riley Sutter at center. Aaron Naslithinel on the left wing. 3 assists in the 2016 finals versus the Monsters. They all came in game number 2 at Giant Center. The alternate captain has it to neutral center, looking to deflect it in off the body of Del Bel Beluz. And McElrath hit by Malatesta with a puck back to neutral, where Ness at his own blue line in some trouble, trying to break away from it. He does so calmly. Sends it to Riley Sutter. Marches down the left wing. Puts it behind the net of Cleveland. Rabinski first on it for Hershey. For Henrik Rabinski, second year with the Bears. The Sutter leaves it to Ness in front. Double clutches. Couldn't get the shot off, but Sweezy taking the lane away. And cleared behind the net, but the Bears are doing a good job finding Aaron Ness, the defenseman, activating. Chernea will keep it in, sweeps it behind the net with under a minute to go in period number 1 here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Back at center ice, Rowe to leave it, and Hershey with the puck to Lucas Johansson. Tried to send it in, knocked away, and the Monsters have it late. In their own zone, pull it back away from the pressure with Miro Stachenko, Vecchione, and Rowe on. Cleared in by Cleveland behind the net. Hunter Shepard, who hasn't been busy in this first. Rowe will leave it, chipped up the boards. Good stick lift, Vecchione to center. Miro Stachenko knocks it out of midair with a high stick at the far blue line. The whistle goes with 13 seconds left in the first, and we'll send it down high side to our own Ryan Yee.
Yeah, guys, coming up in our first intermission report, it's been 8 days between games for the Bears. I talked with some of the guys about how they stay sharp and get some rest in. Plus, we'll get you caught up on the latest local news and weather headlines in our Fox 43 game break. For those of you watching on Monumental Sports Network, I'll be joined by Mitch Lamoureux for some first period analysis. And Zach and Garrett will have the first period highlights. That's all in the first intermission report, sponsored by Pepsi.
Here from Ethan Frank momentarily with Ryan Iceside as well. And the goal to put Hershey ahead 1-0. Johansson off the draw at center, looking for one last rush. Limoges' shot knocked down on the way by Cole Clayton along the boards, the man affectionately known as Cowboy to Cleveland fans. Shot knocked away from Greaves, and after one period of play, 4 power plays certainly helped aid a 13-3 shot advantage in favor of the Bears. 1-0 on the early goal, less than 5 minutes in from Ethan Frank. As we await to hear for the Bears forward, certainly plenty to build on for Hershey after that first period of play, Garrett.
Yeah, there really was. And, you know, Todd Nelson and his group in the pregame show, I should say, really talked about playing as a 5-man unit, and that's something that Cleveland, you know, they talked about that they do really well. And I thought they were able to do that extremely well, and especially in the offensive zone. Get guys up in the play and allow, you know, their offensive abilities to really take over.
Bears fans, Penn State Health reminding you their goals keep the people of Central PA healthy so they can live the way they want. This is why they continue to innovate, expand, and invest in the conditions they treat and the people they care for right here close to home. Penn State Health. So Hershey now outscoring opponents in the playoffs 8-6 of the first period of the Calder Cup playoffs. And the Bears finding themselves 1-0 front runners right now as we await Ryan downstairs with Ethan Frank coming up momentarily here, and here it's certainly a lot to like from the Bears' perspective. Not much action for Hunter Shepard in that first period.
No, there wasn't. You know, he was tested there one time on the backside. He slid over, made a great save. You know, but one of the biggest things I really have liked about is just, you know, how the Bears have been able to play in that offensive zone, rolling the defenseman down from up top. You know, just really allowing their offensive abilities to kind of shine through.
So a 1-0 lead here for the Hershey Bears. Coming up in our intermission report, we'll hear from more from Ryan as well. And Ethan Frank is downstairs. He's standing by with Ryan Yee. Let's send it to him.
Yeah, here with Ethan Frank, scored the first goal of this series. Ethan, 1-0. Just take me about your thoughts on the first period and how you guys are playing right now.
Yeah, I thought it went pretty well. We knew it was going to be a challenge. We know they play hard. They're a skilled, fast team. So, yeah, we came ready to play tonight.
And I mean, 1-0, you build a lot of confidence there. It came early, 8 days since your last game that you've played. So when you score that early goal, I mean, how much confidence builds through that goal? And I mean, it feels like you guys are right on the right track.
Yeah, it builds a lot. You know, you feel right back into it like you didn't miss any time, and it hasn't been that long. It feels good. You got to credit to the line mates for making great wall play and pass cross ice, and it's going good.
And last question for me, I think something that can improve is the power play. 0 for 3. What needs to change there for you guys to start being successful on that side?
Just a little more quicker puck movement. I think we're holding on to it for a little bit too long, and just more shots and retrievals. We'll be all right.
All right, thanks, Ethan. Yeah, appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much to Ethan Frank. We'll step aside. Much more to come around the corner. 1-0 Hershey. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
Chevy Equinox has been ranked #1 by J.D. Power for dependability and new vehicle quality among compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models. Or get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Equinox. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andy Holzman of Holzman Laser Vision. If you've ever considered LASIK, you should know not all laser centers are the same. Here at Holzman Laser Vision, we first determine you are a perfect fit for LASIK, and only then We'll provide you the best procedure available to help you see like you've never seen before. Experience the Holzman difference and schedule your comprehensive consultation today.
Seeing is believing at Holzman Laser Vision. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
We had the best vacation.
Yeah, and it was easy with the points we earned with the flagship card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
They had the best vacation. Look at all those fish. I love our points.
Yeah, me too.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43. One period in the books, but it's been 8 days since the Hershey Bears last suited up, right in the middle of their playoff runs. For some teams, it's a momentum killer. The Bears know, though, how to take advantage of this long layoff. The Bears are back after more than a week.
Just kind of waiting. It's been 8 days, I guess. I think we're ready to play now.
8 days of contemplating how they'll continue. Welcome back to Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43. One period in the books, but it's been 8 days since the Hershey Bears last suited up, right in the middle of their playoff runs. For some teams, it's a momentum killer. The Bears know, though, how to take advantage of this long layoff. The Bears are back after more than a week.
Just kind of waiting. It's been 8 days, I guess. I think we're ready to play now.
8 days of contemplating how they'll continue their journey to repeat the roar.
We're all anxious to play, and we're all ready to go. But to just stay calm, stay poised, and, let our game do the talking.
After a sweep of the Hartford Wolfpack in the Atlantic Division Finals, the Bears have now won 6 of their last 7 playoff games this year. They've been hot, and the 8-day break risks killing that momentum. However, the Bears have been here before. 6 days of rest ahead of last year's conference final. An extended break they've learned how to take advantage of.
We looked at past history of how the work ethic and practice and rest, how to do it. We worked them really hard 4 days ago. Real hard. And then we gave them 2 days off so they had time to recover.
Each player approaches time away from the game in their own way.
So just been resting up, getting healthy and watching some NHL playoffs and stuff and watching video on them and seeing how they've been playing.
I played a couple rounds of golf just to ease my mind off things, and I played pretty well. I won't lie, I was pretty good on the course.
When it comes to stepping on the ice against the Cleveland Monsters, the focus shifts back to what they need to do to get the job done.
At the rink, we've been hitting it really hard. I think we've been having a good amount of days off, but when we come to the rink, it's a work day. We work really hard, and I think that's good to keep the intensity up when you're on the ice, good habits.
A precise combination of hard work and rest that stems from experience.
It's obviously it's a long time, but you want to play in these games. They're what makes hockey like hockey. You want to be in these huge games and important games.
I'm Ryan Yee. More to come after the break. You're watching Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43.
The savings continue during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event, now extended. Save big with 25% off all furniture plus free delivery or enjoy 5 years no interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $6.99, dining sets $7.99, and queen beds priced at an amazing $7.99. Save 25% plus free delivery or 5 years no interest financing. Only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
I've been a Crop Metcalf customer for many years now, and you can trust me when I say you want Crop Metcalf working on your home. For heating and air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, pest control, and home performance, their team of 5-star technicians are professional, experienced, and for me, most of all, they're friendly. They're good people. They still believe in great customer service, and that's refreshing.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
At crucial stages, business owners ask themselves, how am I going to do this? It's not about doubt, it's about opportunity when you have the right partner. At Sandy Spring Bank, we celebrate entrepreneurs, big and small, and we'll work alongside you. It's the best part of being a community bank. With our Flex Business Checking, loans, and lines of credit, we're the here's how for thousands of area businesses. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
Buying a Kia has never been more exciting. Announcing Oarsman's Thrill of the Drive sales event. That means take your breath away savings on Kia's best sellers. Right now, purchase a new Kia Sorento with 1.9% APR for 48 months or get up to $1,750 in rebates. And you'll receive Oarsman's exclusive Lifetime Edge with up to $1,500 in unexpected extras. Why wait when you can save now? Get to Oarsman's Thrill of the Drive sales event. Oarsman Kia of Alexandria. Let's ride together.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents. You think you created family out of characters? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take that, make it into a song.
Me the babe, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at on the way? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears Hockey on Fox 43. I'm Ryan Yee here with Mitch Lamoureux. Pretty dominant period by the Hershey Bears here. A bunch of keys there to keep on going here. 1-0. It's all about speed here, you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. I mean, the boys use speed. You saw it on that first goal. The breakout was clean. They came up the ice with speed, 3 passes. Next thing you know, Ethan Frank is behind the defenseman, and it's in the back of the net. Great shot off the far post, over the pad, below the glove. That's a new hole for, like, back when I played, there's 4 corners, 2 down low, 2 up high. Now the shot is above the pad, below the glove. And he did it to perfection.
And I mean, like I said, pretty dominant period. A large part of that is because they were on the power play for the most time. 0 for 4 there. Obviously, that's got to change if you're going to be successful here this series. What's got to change?
Yeah, you know what? They had some quality chances, a couple they just missed on. They're shooting the puck, but what you have to do is we need to get a little more traffic in front of here to take those shots from the point or the slot area, and that'll create some screens on the goalie. And if they keep moving it around just a little faster, I mean, they were 0 for 4. They had so many chances. They got to get 1, and then what's happening is they're using their speed to create those penalties. The same guy, 55, Juracek, took 3 high sticky penalties. So they use their speed, they'll draw more penalties, and they'll get 1 or 2.
And that is something that Ethan Frank mentioned, was the fact that they may be holding the puck on a little bit too long on the power play. So just being a little bit more decisive. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. And the key is the Monsters are playing a passive small box. So you got to move the puck quicker to get them to move and create a 2-on-1 somewhere out there on the ice to get a quality scoring chance. So I think if they do that and keep moving the puck quicker, capitalizing their opportunities, they're going to be fine. They had a very good period. Hunter Shepard was quiet, not a lot of action.
All right, well, 1-0 here for the Hershey Bears after 1 period of play. Got stuff to change here. Hopefully the power play turns around. We'll be back here on Hershey Bears Hockey on Fox 43.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade. GMC. If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA, MCO.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek.
I've been doing a little spring cleaning, and no matter what, the windows still stay cloudy.
That's because the seals are broken. Not only is it unsightly, but it's costing you more on utilities.
I really want new windows. Not sure if I can afford it.
This spring we have an awesome deal. Plus, no interest for 18 months.
Oh.
And you're approved.
Oh, really?
Of course. We have financing options that make our windows affordable for everyone. Are you ready to design your new windows?
Oh, I like that.
Call 301-760-3381 now.
Your Washington Wizards have the #2 pick in the NBA draft, and it's time to party. Join us June 26th at Capital One Arena for our 2024 draft party presented by Robinhood to find out who will be the next great #2 pick in Wizards history. The party starts at 6:30 p.m., and the first 1,500 fans will receive a free draft party t-shirt and pennant flag courtesy of Robinhood. Don't miss autographs, a summer sale, a kids zone, and more. Claim your free ticket at WashingtonWizards.com/draft party.
Hershey Bears hockey coming at you from Giant Center. Welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals as we look at the highlights for the first period of play. Zach Fish, Garrett Mitchell with you. Well, the home crowd on the Bears side. Ethan Frank got them to their feet early. Garrett, a great shot on a nice rush. Hendricks LaPierre makes it happen. And Ethan Frank's a potent goal scorer, as you see in the first couple minutes of this one.
Yeah, you know, just watching Ethan Frank's, you know, his speed, his shot, you know, it's all there. Aaron Ness there almost was able to slide one down underneath the Greaves' you know, pad and skate, and you know, they've looked really good. You know, take that power play situation out of it. The Bears have played some pretty good hockey here. Hunter
Shepard was not busy in that first period. 3 shots on goal. That probably his best piece of work. The Bears did have 4 power plays in that first period of play. They unfortunately could not connect on any of them. Fans are ready to roar here at Giant Center as the Bears find themselves up 1-0. We'll take a break and be back. 1-0 Hershey. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for Memorial Day savings. Get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
At Holzman Laser Vision, we provide the finest laser vision correction using the very latest technology to ensure the best outcomes. Our patient-focused protocols used by Dr. Holzman and his medical team help make your life-changing experience more comfortable, easier, and safer. If you have been considering laser vision correction, you should know Holzman Laser Vision is simply better. Arrange a free comprehensive consultation today. Holzman Laser Vision, because your eyes deserve the best. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
Any other questions about your loan with Navy Federal Credit Union?
All good. Thanks again for answering my call. I know it's late back home. I can't imagine where I'd be without you guys.
Hello? Are you still there?
Thanks so much.
Have a good one. Thanks for calling.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Chevy Equinox has been ranked #1 by J.D. Power for dependability and new vehicle quality among compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models. Or get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Equinox. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
DC sports fans, the game is now in your hands. Experience the power to transform wherever you watch into the best seat in the house. Catch every play from multiple camera angles. Replay or watch full games for up to 72 hours. Never miss a moment with personalized notifications and updates. And always be on top of the latest news and happenings with in-depth pre- and post-game shows. With Monumental Sports Network, you don't just watch your favorite teams, you experience them.
The second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Orrstown Bank.
Hershey Gardens sharing these pictures on social media. 23-acre botanical garden just across the street from Giant Center here in Hershey. The Bears lead 1-0. Second period underway. Eastern Conference Finals. Hershey, Cleveland, coming to you live from Giant Center. Hendricks Lapierre with the steal. Right to left offensively. The Bears' first line has been tough to handle for Cleveland. In the first period, the early moments here in the second, going right back to him. Snively with it behind the net for Hershey, looking for his first of the playoffs. Had 2 last year behind the net. They get the puck to Lapierre on the left wing. Tries to play it behind the net. Clayton gets in the way, comes back to Lapierre, fires off the left toe of Greaves, who made the save on the shot to the net. This first line, their speed causing issues for Cleveland early in this series, Gary.
Yeah, they've just been able to kind of create that cycle, you know, and really just kind of taking it to the defense here from Cleveland. They've done an awesome job of creating that space and really jumping, being on their toes, jumping to pucks.
Thoughts from Gary Mitchell, who played 400 games here in Hershey, former Bears captain, joins us in the booth. I'm Zach Fish, along with producer Ed Albert. Ryan Yee ice sign, 1-0 in favor of Hershey on the Ethan Frank goal. Lucas Johansson behind his net. The Bears in the chocolate sweaters roll out to center. Limoges sidesteps a hit and gets the puck back after it was prodded away. Alex Limoges along the right wing runs into trouble. Pucha is there to take it back in the lineup in place of Tyler Angle, who is an Evergreen Brewing scratch here today for the Monsters. Pucha at center, flares it cross rink, knocked back down by Cleveland. So Bozel, the defenseman, puts it wide of Shepard along the near boards. Huntington on the takeaway, turns it back of the net to Vincent Iorio. And the Hershey defenseman puts on the brakes and looks to clear it. That deflected up and out of play. No penalty call on the Bears. For those watching on AHL TV as well as Fox 43, we thank you for tuning in. Those are the Monumental Sports Network. For those listening on the Bears Radio Network, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Hershey Bears Hockey. Todd Nelson talked about it radio side pregame. The Bears have outscored opponents 11-2 in the second period. Said his team is a mature group and getting better as the game goes on. They'll ice the puck here on a pass that was intended for Garrett Rowe, and that's a good sign for Hershey. They come out flying, and even though they only get the 1 despite the 4 power plays, really good to see them trending upward as the game gets going.
Yeah, you know, and I think that, you know, last year's playoff run there really bodes well for this team. You know, they've had guys in this situation before, you know, and you can see no panic there. Obviously, 4 power plays, you'd love to get 1 on that, but really in that situation, there's no panic.
Shepard busy in front of the goal, a sprawling save on Pearson, and the whistle went as the puck had come free, and the referee pointing downward to the crease that either he thought Shepard had it or someone was in the crease, and that's why he blew it dead. But best work from Hunter Shepard so far in our Reese's replay. Made a sequence of saves. The second one on Josh Dunn jamming away.
Yeah, great job by Shep. They're able to seal that ice level off with his pad, and you know, Mike Sullivan there does a great job blowing it down. It's underneath of Hunter Shepard's pad, and he blows that down to not allow that second opportunity there.
Good look on the second save by Shepard, and Pierre's got it covered long enough, according to the officials, to make that play a dead one. The puck cleared back to center, wobbling puck. Mirostachenko gets there first, blows a tire, and goes crashing into the net. Now behind the goal, Mike Vecchione doesn't like that Rowe just got dumped by Sweezy. And here we go, the first real big dust-up of this series. That was an odd play all around. Miros Nichenko just lost his footing. Looked like he stepped on a banana peel almost and fell down awkwardly, crashed into the net. But after the play is what the Bears are incensed about. Garrett Rowe got dumped by Sweezy, and Vecchione came in to stand up for his teammate.
Yeah, it looks like Mike Vecchione might end up with just the only one here. But yeah, you're right. It almost looks like he does almost step on the banana peel there a little bit, trying to take that into the net. But it's the second, Mike Vecchione coming in to kind of grab Sweezy there after, he puts the Bears player into the boards.
Well, Billy Sweezy started his career in Wilkes-Barre Scranton. In the pandemic year, the Bears beat up on the Penguins a lot, but he was a thorn in the side of Hershey. And here's Vecchione coming in to stand up for his teammate. Wasn't much, but they're going to put him in the box. There's a situation with longtime NHLer Matt Molson that Sweezy kept going at him. And Molson told me, he said to Billy Sweezy, "You come at me again, I'm going to spear you." And he came at him again, and Molson speared him in the neck. Molson actually ended his Ironman streak because of that. He got suspended one game for the season opener the next year. But Sweezy can get under your skin. He's going to give the Monsters a power play. Vecchione off for roughing. First man advantage. A good start to Riley Sutter in his first game of the playoffs with a penalty kill. He rips it off and sends it down the ice. Bears penalty kill. 2 goals allowed on 19 tries in the playoffs. Since the Game 3 loss to Lehigh Valley, they have been perfect on the penalty kill. Cleveland's power play goes to work. 19% in the playoffs. Ness around the boards. Crunch there, but it comes free to Rowe. Looks to turn it around up the perimeter. McElrath clears. Done off the skate of Sutter to center. So a bouquet mulligan to Mayo penalty kill for Hershey. BMDI.com. 3 minutes nearly gone. Here's second period. First power play for the Monsters. They'll knock it behind the net. In the regular season series, they were just 1 for 20 against Hershey. Right behind the net, McElrath throws a huge hit. Monsters looking around, wanting a call, and Dunn giving it to the guys in stripes who say play on.
Yeah, Dunn came around the corner there, did not see Big Mac coming, from the net front position there on the penalty kill, and that's not a guy that you want to get caught in his trolley tracks.
Rubinski and Triniev on the penalty kill for Hershey. Knocked down to the blue line, kept in by Juracek, walks in, feeds it down, low, score! Swept to the net by Hunter McCown. Caught Shepard pulling off the post. A power play goal for McCown. His second of the playoffs. 16:29 in the second. Cleveland has tied the game at 1.
Yeah, Cleveland there was able to get the puck in the slot there off of a pass there, and McCown's able to slide that. He has Hunter Shepard just reaching just enough, and he's able to slide that through his 5-hole on the far side.
Shepard sliding over, maybe pulling off that post a bit early and deep in his crease. Here's a net cam look at it. Oh, he throws it past the far pad of Shepard. Just a little deception play for McCown, who connects, and a guy that they're certainly excited about. So you go 0 for 4 on the power play in the first. We're saying, all right, despite that, hopefully you can build from it, right? But now the opponent gets their first power play on one that you don't like, standing up for your teammate after the whistle, something you got to do. And unfortunately, it's now 1-1, and the Monsters feeling it right now. Nelson will go back to his top line, which has dominated puck possession so far, but we're even at a goal apiece here at Giant Center. Frank from an E knocks it to center. Snively with LaPierre. 2-on-1. Snively right circle, shoots a blocker, saved by Greaves. A real good stop there as Jake Massey has it for Hershey. They continue to press behind the goal. Gaudette on the takeaway for Cleveland after the turnout by Greaves. A quality stop there by him, playing the shooter. Chase Prisky behind his own net, up the far boards. Whalen uses his left skate to keep it in. Throws it to the net front, punched out by Massey. And the Bears turn it ahead to center. LaPierre weaving and winding over the red line for Hershey. Hendricks LaPierre down the right wing. Pulls up and feeds to Iorio. His shot deflects on net. The rebound there and jammed by Limoges. Wide of the net as Dubé hits the deck and falls down. And the Monsters to center, left to right. Justin Pearson to Josh Dunn, the alternate captain for Cleveland, to the net front, tip down, low, score. Alex Whalen, back-to-back goals for Cleveland. Whalen's got his third of the playoffs. In the early moments of the second period, Cleveland rattles off 2, and they have the 2-1 lead.
Yeah, it's a situation here where, just a missed pickup there in front of the net and overskated there by Jimmy Huntington just a little bit. It allows Whalen just enough time to slide that far side on Hunter Shepard.
So we talked about it. Trent Vogelhuber probably in the locker room saying to his team after that first period, we weathered the storm. We're down 1-0. So what? Let's go out there. It's a one-shot game and get back in it. Cleveland with the momentum right now. Remember that save from Greaves too, Garrett? I mean, that's a quality stop on a 2-on-1. They go down and get one for him right after. Yeah, and you know that's one that the bench is loving right now. I'm sure Greaves feels pretty good about that one. You have Joe Snively, Hendricks Lapierre coming down on a 2-on-1. He's able to make a big save, and that springs that opportunity to go down and ultimately score a goal. Lamo's trying to get it right back to Bears center and deflected wide of the net from Dubé, and it went out of play. Well, Hershey certainly an opportunistic look right there, but it will not go. As Greaves right now going to face his toughest challenges after McCown got the scoring started. Cleveland gets another from Whalen to double their lead. To add their first lead of the night, I should say, with doubling up here in the second period. Whalen from Dunn after McCown scored from Juracek and Mateau. Huntington breaks his stick off the face-off. The equipment crews got one for him. Well, the Monsters all in front 2-1 here in this second period. Well, the Giants center a bit stunned right now, and Hershey having to defend the slap shot in front of Shepard that gets knocked away. Dubé knocked down to the boards behind the net, and Cleveland looking to come up with it. For left point, Zabora will keep it in. Acquired at the trade deadline from the Bruins for defenseman Andrew Peak. Dubé back at center on his backside. Didn't see how he got knocked down. Lemos will look to bring it in for Hershey. On the right wing, Jimmy Huntington waits. Finds Vecchione off the bench. Has to collect the pass off the boards. Couldn't catch it cleanly. Sends to McElrath. On the right wing, looking to thread the needle in front. It got blocked. But Ivan Mirosnichenko and the Bears looking to tie the game. Aaron Rowe has it. Left wing, winds and fires. That one on edge. Wide of the goal. Looking for a tip in front. Vecchione with it, had it, and lost it. This one clear back to center as Rowe spun himself to the ice. And with 13:50 left in the second, Hershey will retool in neutral. Pass misses Ness, but it comes to Vecchione. Ness drives the net. Vecchione shot. He scores! Might have hit Ness on the way. It redirects up and in. 13:45 to go in the second period. The Bears pull even. Aaron Ness on the redirect is tied at 2. Great job there by Dylan McElrath. He gets that puck up, and it's kind of a funny bounce there at the blue line. And, that whole play goes through because Aaron Ness goes to the net. If he does not go to the net and back off that defenseman Clayton there, that puck doesn't have a chance. And so great job by Nesser taking that away. And, it ends up going off of him. We're back to a 2-2 game here. Not going to wind up on any highlight reel. Off the backside of Aaron Ness for his second ever Calder Cup playoff goal. Ness from Vecchione. As Aaron Ness able to put it home on the redirect. He scored his first ever Calder Cup playoff goal last year. It came for Hershey in the game against Rochester in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. This one ties the game at 2. So a great response from the Bears to draw level. And now they'll look to put the work boots on and keep it going. Sutter the hit, Trenier of the failed clear, but he gets it to center. Been out of the reach of Rubinski. Henrik Rubinski will track it down the offensive zone. Pulls away from the pressure. Leaves left side half boards to Jake Massey. He gets hit by Gaudet. Able to fight through it. Rubinski from the blue line keeps it in and pushes it to the corner, where the Monsters will clear it to center ice. Yeah, you talk about that response. That's exactly what you want. That next shift mentality where you go back out and you draw even there. So great response there by the Bears. Awesome job by Aaron Ness going to the net. And, we're sitting at a 2-2 hockey game now. Trenier with some room, but quickly closed and deflected up and out of play. 12:53 to go in the second. Cleveland got 2 to start the period at 3:31 and 4:52, but Aaron Ness has died it. 2-2. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
You're way shorter than I thought you'd be. There's a shirtless selfie of me by the dumbbells. Here I am. I do air drumming. I'm a competitive air drummer.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I forgot my wallet at home, so sugar mama.
Will you excuse me?
The Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Lease the Tucson for only $269 a month or get up to $2,000 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today.
see anything different as a pill?
No.
You don't know?
Fentanyl is being mixed into everything now. There's only one thing that will save somebody's life. That is naloxone nasal spray.
Fentanyl, it's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
Really just all about the money.
I just didn't realize that one pill could change your whole life.
More kitchen now.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
The second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Orrstown Bank. Dream big, bank smart. Well, it's been a pretty good game number 1 here at Giant Center as the Hershey Bears are seeing one of the linesmen just went down the tunnel. I was about to say another thought here, but one of the linesmen had a towel on his hand and just went down the tunnel. Which one was that there? Trying to get a number on which linesman remains, but it looks like we're going to be down to 3 officials for the time being.
Yeah, it'll be a little old school here.
Is that Ryan Jackson, I think, that went down the tunnel? Brandon Grillo, I believe, went down the tunnel. We'll get that confirmed here. But there we are down to 3 officials here at this time, so always a tough spot for the referees and having to step up and help out. They're explaining to the coaches now.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit of a tough, old school situation here where, you have, just a 3-man crew. Both referees will still be able to call penalties, but one of the referees, will call offsides on either side of the rink.
Yeah, it's Brandon Grillo, number 79, that went down into the dressing room for the Bears to go be attended to. He was holding a towel on one of his hands, so we hope that he is okay and able to return. But right now, down to just 3 officials at this time. We'll keep you updated on that. 2-2 here at Giant Center, Game 1 Eastern Conference Finals. The puck comes to Hunter Shepard, who will have to play it. Pearson can't keep it in, and the puck offside. Let's send it down now to Fox 43's Ryan Yee, who is ice side. Ryan.
Yeah, guys, today is the anniversary of a special date here at the Giant Center. In 2006, Eric Fehr scored an OT of Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Portland Pirates to send Hershey to the Calder Cup Finals. Graham Mink tied the game at 4-4 with 2:09 left in regulation with Hershey down 4-3. Fehr's goal was the first Game 7 overtime goal in Hershey that favors Hershey and clinched a playoff series. You might recall who did it for the Bears last year, Mr. OT Game 7, Mike Vecchione.
And of course, the one that won the Calder Cup last year for Hershey, with that Eric Fehr goal, widely known as the best goal in Giant Center history, one of the best games ever played in this franchise's history. As a puck shot in behind the net of Greaves. Hershey started a bit of a dynasty there. 2006, they went on to win the Cup. And that goal etched to the minds of Bears fans forever. And that was a loaded Portland team. The Anaheim had lost out in the playoffs, and they sent down Corey Perry and Bobby Ryan and Brian Getzlaff. Lapierre on a give and go to Prisky, who puts it wide of the net. They're announcing the goal to Mike Vecchione. And Garrett, you played the game a long time. All indications that that's going to be Aaron Ness's goal.
Yeah, it looked, and typically he kind of, if you're able to watch the player, and Nesser motion to it right away. But it's going to be one of those things that I'm sure will get changed. There's enough video nowadays that get changed here right away.
Puck at center ice. It's picked up by Zaboral in offensively. The left wing knocked away from him and cleared back behind the net where Ness will collect. The Bears goal score credited with the helper right now. But yes, that will indeed be changed eventually as it's McElrath to center. Huntington on the tip in. 2-2 our score. 11:20 to go. Second period. Shots favoring the Bears 17-7. Able to connect twice on Hunter Shepard. The Monsters have here in the second period. Clayton to neutral. The Trent fix Wolanski over the blue line. Threw it to the middle. It comes to McCown on the backhand. He put it wide. He was open in the slot on a broken play. And the Bears catch a break there to keep this game 2-2. Moj on the send in behind the goal. It rides the rails all the way to neutral. Where Vecchione punches it on back for Hershey. I knew it wasn't going to be easy with Cleveland. The Bears have done a lot well in this game, but even Steven right now here in the second period. Now Valvalou's on the glove down. The Bears will get it back in row. In his own zone, will spin away from the pressure to Miro Stachenko. Ivan Miro Stachenko with 5 goals in the playoffs, including 2 multi-goal games. York to center, tapped away from him and right on the stick of Mike Vecchione. who smacks it in behind the net of Greaves. Jack Greaves gets the start and goal. Veteran netminder Malcolm Subban is the backup. He played the Game 3 win over Syracuse with Greaves out to an apparent injury. Monsters wheel it in with good precision, but the pass to the net front deflected away by Iorio. Up and out of play with 10:14 left in the second. You're just joining us here in the middle stanza. You missed a lot in the second. Hershey up 1-0. Hunter McCowan at 3:31. Alex Whalen at 4:52 before a goal right now credited to Vecchione that should go to Ness at 6:15.
Yeah, you talk a little about Ivan Miroshnichenko there. He's had a great playoffs. He's been playing some of the best hockey that, the Bears have seen him play. So, I'd like to see him, continue what he's doing. He's been great so far. I think that little stint up in Washington, did a lot for his confidence.
Bogdan Trineyev on the track down behind the net, looking to roll that puck loose. Pushed away from him by Roman Ishon to center ice. Used to see his brother Jack in his early years with the Providence Bruins, now playing out west in Colorado. Grabinski at center for Hershey will ladle it on ahead. Riley Sutter takes it back behind the goal, looking to get away from Savozil. Knocked down to the ice, but still one hands it loose for a moment. Monsters on the takeaway, and Juracek to center ice. 2-on-2. Ishon down the left wing, bodied up by Prisky. Stayed with Ishon stride for stride and pushes him into the sideboards, where the Bears look to retrieve the puck out of the pile. Gaudette for Cleveland. Hit there to center ice. The puck goes courtesy of Trineyev after LaPierre got dumped by Malatesta. Back on his feet, LaPierre just could not rush it forward. Prisky behind his own goal, up the far wing, tipped to the point but not out. McElrath has something to say about that. He flips to center. A long shift for Trineyev. He needs to get off. As the Bears making a change with McElrath capping it forward. Taken back by Cleveland. Pearson running and gunning in the offensive zone. Behind the net of Shepard. Looks to wrap it in front. Short side Risker, and Shepard's got it. And is able to make that save with 8:54 left in the second. The Bears tie the game at 2. You're tuned in to the 2024 AHL Eastern Conference Finals.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
Every time I needed a new phone, I had to switch carriers.
I told him, at Verizon, everyone can get the best deals. Like that iPhone 15 on them.
Switching all the time? It wasn't easy.
35. You're gonna be here forever.
Here's your wireless contract.
I need a lawyer for this. Those were hard days.
Representative, switch!
Now that I got a huge storage and battery upgrade, I'm officially done switching.
New and existing customers get iPhone 15 on us when they trade in any iPhone, any condition, guaranteed.
I really wish you told me sooner.
I did.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
In the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1, Cleveland and Hershey. 8:54 left in the second. Zach Fish, Garrett Mitchell, Ryan Yee with you. Big thank you to Great State Productions, the technical crew that produces our broadcast and the video board production here at Giant Center. 2 thumbs up to them. Calls our producer, Ed Albert, and Art and Tracy back in the Bears Radio Network studios. Vincent Iorio tied up off the faceoff. The Monsters come up with it offensively. Billy Sweezy puts it back of the goal. Dunn knocked down in a penalty call on Iorio. So we talked about things maybe evening up here in the second power play to come for Cleveland. They've already struck once. Johansson touches it up and tripping the call. And we are down to 3 guys in stripes right now with the linesman Brandon Grillo headed down the tunnel. But referees, of course, 2 of them still to call penalties. And Justin Key has got the call on Iorio.
Yeah, and that's, you know, you talk about it, not that it's evening up, but, you know, the Bears, you know, going on 4 power plays there in the first period, you knew that eventually the pendulum's going to swing the other way. So, you know, that's it's a penalty, gets a stick up in the feet, you know, and the Bears need a big kill here to kind of keep things rolling for them.
Could have been a hold or a trip, call it what you like. It's tripping detected on Iorio. Second power play of the game for Cleveland. They're 1 for 1 on the McCown goal at 3:31. Wasn't a dangerous looking chance, but he swept it in from a sharp angle past Shepard. The Monsters have it with Del Bel-Belouz from the right point. Luca Del Bel-Belouz had the series winner against Syracuse late in that Game 3 victory. Centering pass from McCown. McElrath down to the ice. Knocks it away, but the Monsters turn it topside to Juracek at the left point. Down the blue line. Quarterbacks this power play. Macho with it. But a power play goal against Syracuse in Game 3. They'll go to the net front. They feed it back door. Tipped away from Sillinger. Rowe trying to clear it shorthanded and a stick lifted. Sillinger makes a savvy play and the Monsters regain possession. Power play for another 120. Both came Mulligan Mayo penalty kill for Hershey. For the left point, Juracek is there. Backhanded forehand. Right-handed shooting defenseman. High praise from Cleveland for him and his playoffs thus far, but he's got to pull back to center. And looks to thread it forward. Sends to McCown down the right wing. He'll put on the brakes. Flip to the middle of the ice, gloved and dropped by Rabinski. Not to a knee, but gets it to Rowe, who clears it.
That's a great job on the penalty kill. You know, with Rabinski really holding the center of the ice there, you know, and allowing that puck to come through off of a tip. But just a great job. They haven't allowed that seam pass through that they scored the goal on. So they've done a great job of really keeping that box tight, you know, on their penalty kill.
Fix-Wolansky carries it in. That puck ran into the linesman Jackson, and the Bears will get it and clear it off the stick of Rabinski. Power play down to 30 seconds on the minor to Iorio for tripping. Bjork at the blue line drops it on back to Fix-Wolansky. Looks to bring it forward for Cleveland. Shoots it in line to Shepard. Massey knocks it down to Lucas Johansson. And to center ice it goes. Short-handed. Rabinski with it down the left wing. Cuts it and shoots and knuckles wide of the goal. Henrik Rabinski, who had 1 short-handed goal in the regular season. And suddenly we're in the 2010 World Cup with all the Vuvuzela horns being blown by the fans here. Power plays over. Fix-Wolansky guns it wide. Bears clear. They had Iorio out of the box. But past him and down the ice for icing. It's suddenly gotten very noisy with the fans here at Giant Center. It sounds like a swarm of bumblebees here with a 2-2 score.
Yeah, somebody started handing out not only just the rally towels, but a couple of blowhorns here. But this is a great chance there by Fix-Wolansky there. You know, and he's a guy that can shoot the puck, very similar, you know, in stature and ability as an Ethan Frank. You know, he's got the ability. He doesn't have a goalie at this playoffs, but he's got the ability to score from distance.
So I want to know, back to all the vuvuzelas and the horns, is this a coordinated effort? Is this like a flash mob of these? We didn't hear them all game, and now out of nowhere, about the 7-minute mark of the second period, everyone suddenly is making some noise. 9,000 plus at Giant Center tonight, cheering the Bears on as the puck chipped back to neutral. 2-2 our score. At center ice, one-handed by Prisky forward. Limoges to take it. Feeds Dubé along the left wing. Looking for this line to get it going for Hershey. Alex Limoges looking to chuck it out of the pile. Winchester, Virginia native, knocks it free. Massey, D-to-D, McElrath leads for Dubé. Fires right into the glove of Greaves, and no rebound from Jack Greaves with 5:45 left in the second. See what the final 5 and change have in this second period. Bears fans are fired up. It's 2-2. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you?
Right now, buy a spacious Highlander with low 3.99 APR financing from Toyota. Or get low financing on a new adventure-ready RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tire rotations to filters, wipers, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy. At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care? That's a job for Jiffy.
When we started this company, we had to look deep and find what is most important: our customers, our co-workers, and our community. We built a reputation based on a strong work ethic and friendly, highly trained technicians who take pride in their work, providing a level of service that you just don't see anymore. Since 1979, Crop Metcalf has been home of the 5-star technician. So right now, call or go online and see what real customer service means.
Is the one with 5 stars.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
Second period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Orrstown Bank, your trusted community bank since 1919. 2-2 the score, late second period. Cleveland just held to 8 shots thus far in this game. Ball's face-off, we'll try it again, but 5-5 here in the second. And look at that 2-on-1 that Greaves made the save on, and then the goal. That's really the only dangerous chances the Bears have had here in this middle frame.
Yeah, and sometimes it's tough. You know, not that Hunter Shepard wants to stop 30 every night, but sometimes it's tough for a goaltender to get into a little bit of a rhythm there of, you know, seeing pucks, feeling pucks. You know, sometimes it's difficult for them to kind of start feeling it.
Bears with a puck turned it to the net of Greaves, knocked away. Dubé to take it to the blue line, but between the defensemen out to center ice. Hershey will have to turn back and dump it in. Cleveland came into this game averaging nearly 32 shots a game in the playoffs. We got 5:25 left in the second. The Bears have held them to 8, so that's how stifling of the team defensively the Bears are. But also, you can see why Cleveland's played well in this postseason. Opportunistic with 2 on those 8 on the league's best goaltender. Massey tried to clear it, belted it in the boards. The puck kept in by the Monsters on the turnover. Juracek to the left wing. A shot that sails wide of the glove of Shepard. Malatesta and Massey going back and forth. Malatesta takes a poke on Prisky. The Bears want none of that as the puck deflected off the glass and behind the Bears net. Prisky to spin it out to center. It comes loose. Foot race here. Rowe will get there on the right wing. Trying to play it to the middle, and Juracek got back to take that away. Savvy defensive play by the 6th overall pick. And David Juracek as the Monsters negate icing with the speed of Pucha. Rowe to Stachenko. The 2-2 game here in the second period. Aaron Rowe with it to center ice. The Vienna, Virginia native knocks it in behind the net. Reeves to play it up the left boards. Jet Reeves to the blue line. Rowe on the keeping. Chips it back behind the net of the Cleveland keeper. Final 4:19 the period. Bears looking to pull back in front. That's the goal scorer from the point. Knocked down, delayed penalty call. It's coming up on Cleveland as the stick knocked down to the hands of Stachenko. So the Bears back to the power play on the slashing minor. But before we get to the man advantage, checking an ice side with Fox 43's Ryan Yee.
Yeah, guys, going to take advantage of the power play here. They have their first one this period, obviously in favor of Cleveland before this, but this is a big one. I mean, they could turn the tide here. Tie 2-2 was fortunate enough to kind of stop Cleveland's break there off of the Dwight goals. But yeah, coming up in our second intermission report, Riley Sutter and Ethan Frank are back in the lineup returning from injuries. How the team is responding to having them back. Plus, we'll get you caught up on the latest local news and weather headlines in our Fox 43 game break. For those of you watching on Monumental Sports Network, I'll be joined by Mitch Lamoureux for some second period analysis, and Zach and Garrett will have the second period highlights.
Thank you very much, Ryan, and you said it. Key power play here for the Bears. Cleveland's 1 for 2. The Bears 0 for 4. They go to work looking to pull in front late second period. Joe Snively from the blue line has it for Hershey. 19 power play assists in the regular season. To the right wing, LaPierre goal line, thrown in front. Limoges trying to find Dubé, knocked around. Snively with it will play it behind the net to Pierrick Dubé, where Zaboral pins it along the boards. Rolled loose off the foot of Frank. And a puck battle won by Cleveland for the time being. Deshawn to clear to center. Bears are back on side. They'll bring it in. LaPierre dumps it behind the net. Ethan Frank after it. Chipped by Limoges to Dubé. They have it set up right wing. LaPierre to the net. A blocker saved by Greaves. As that chip to the goal. Snively to Frank. Wheels it around. Back to Joe Snively. From the right dot. Half boards. LaPierre to Snively again. Sweeps the goal line in front. Dubé. Left pass saved by Greaves. Off the rebound. It came loose in front. Frank tries to knock it free. That was there and loose. As the pin along the boards between Sillinger and Frank. That puck finally comes loose to Snively. Walking in. Wobbling puck is backhander. Easily snatched by Greaves. And behind the play, Limoges knocked down by Sillinger. Hacking and whacking from both parties. And no arm up in the air from either guys in stripes. We should note at that last media timeout, Brandon Grillo, the linesman, did return. We're back to 4 officials. No penalties, it looks like, as of this moment.
Yeah, I think that's just a little bit of a boil over. That puck was froze along the near side boards here for us. You know, and Alex Limoges and Owen Sillinger were battling pretty hard there. You know, Limoges goes to the net and Sillinger didn't like it. You know, maybe I wouldn't mind seeing a call there. I don't think that's a necessary. It wasn't like Limoges ended up whacking him. You know, I think that's probably enough for a penalty, but
my opinion on it is, if you call him Mike Vecchione earlier, how's that different?
Well,
if you want the standard of...
Totally agree, especially on a retaliation like that.
I'm fine with both of them being let go, but if you call one, you got to call the other. You don't put a team down 5-on-3, but you got to hold that standard. Vecchione from the right wing, the puck back to the blue line. It's Garrett roll with it, still 45 on the power play. Cutting in, Prisky blasts and scores! A power play goal for Chase Prisky. Hershey connects late in period 2. They're up 3-2 over Cleveland.
Well, that's just going back and you know, watching some video. We talked about how tight that box was, killing a penalty. You know, they had a little bit of a rotation there. It allows Prisky to walk down, you know, top of the circles kind of thing. And, you know, he makes no doubt about it under the glove hand of Greaves.
I was going to say to you, Garrett, at what point do you kind of throw out the playbook and go, let's just get the puck to the net with some zip behind it? And Chase Prisky does that. You see on our Races replay inside the post to put Hershey ahead 3-2. A power play goal and a big one from the second unit. Chase Prisky having himself a heck of a playoffs for the Bears. His second goal, and Prisky now up to 8 points in the Calder Cup playoffs for Hershey. Jiricek brings in. Monsters look to get it right back. Count along the boards. He was falling, and McElrath had to pull up. Still ran him over in the process. Count was falling over, and McElrath got a lot of him.
Yeah, that was one of those ones. I think McCown looked up and you know, saw 42 coming right down on top of him, and you know, he was able to get out of the way just in time.
McElrath's a menace. He nearly smokes Vosel there. Just got out of the way. Rowe and Huntington with the assist on the Prisky bomb to put Hershey ahead 3-2. Monsters to center. McCown with it, tries it in. Up the boards to the far wing, Iorio. Behind his own down on the backhand. Up the near wing, tries to chip it out. He gave it away. Couldn't get it to the strong side. The Monsters keep it in. Pearson looks to dart to the goal. Good work by Massey, not allowing that, but Cleveland will go to the left point. Saboril to Clayton, through traffic, deflected in front of Shepard. It goes wide to the Hershey netminder. 90 seconds left in the second. Cleveland looking for an answer, but the Bears a takeaway. 3-on-3 from center. Hendricks LaPierre in the Cleveland territory. Leads for Snively in the slot. He shoots high and wide. Should have go blocker side on Greaves, who may have got a piece. LaPierre wheels to the point. Tough pass to handle, and Prisky wisely is okay with that thing deflecting into Hershey's bench because Dunn was right on him. But after a good chance from the top line in transition.
Yeah, you know, Hendricks LaPierre tries to make a little bit of a move there, and it ends up working out. You know, and probably not what he designed to do there, to leave it to Joe Snively, but it ends up working out, and Joe Snively gets a great shot, you know, right walking down through the slot there.
Face off to stay inside the zone for the Bears with 1:13 left in the second period. Bears up to 22 shots here in this contest, and now up to 9 here in this second period of play. Cleveland got the first 2 of the period. The Bears have got the latest 2. They're offside. The face-off will come back out to center ice. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but it is a cliche and predictable stat, but how good teams are when they're up after the second period. And this is just a one-shot game, though, and the Bears want to go into the dressing room, securing that lead with 1:08 still left. Huntington on the draw at center ice will get the puck and look to walk it in. Postal on the left wing, Jimmy Huntington, who went all the way to the Western Conference Finals last year with the Milwaukee Admirals, who are back again this season. Coachella leads that series in a rematch 1-0 after a 2-1 win yesterday. 2 goals by John Hayden, Hershey beat out last year for the Calder Cup. Johansson in his own zone sidesteps the hit from Malatesta. James Malatesta, number 11, you're going to see a lot of scrappiness from him So he was getting into it moments ago, and back out there doing it again with anyone in chocolate that'll engage. Limoges' shot is easily caught by Greaves. The goaltender has it in the mitt and will hang on. Jack Greaves out of Cambridge, Ontario, undrafted, and really burst on the scene. He played 9 games with the Columbus Blue Jackets this year. Played with Nick Bootlin, their assistant coach in Kalamazoo in the 21-22 season. Before he ever played in the NHL, was kind of just starting in the AHL. Nick Bootlin told me he's going to be an NHLer. He's got the work ethic. He reminds me of Phoenix Copley from everything I've read of him, with his work ethic and how he's worked up the ladder as a relatively unknown guy.
Yeah, and that, that's huge, especially for a goaltender. You'll see those guys that are, really go through the ranks through the ECHL and, undrafted, and all of a sudden pop up to be, a great NHL goaltender.
Hunter Shepard, a little older, one of those two for Hershey. Puck to Rowe, looks to clear it to the line, could not get it out. The Monsters looking to strike late. Good break up by Ness to deflect it behind the goal. He'll shield off anyone looking to attack the puck in white. It's redirected wide of Shepard, and the Bears lead 3-2 after the second period. Cleveland at 3:31 and 4:52, but not before Ness and Prisky, 2 blue liners connecting for the Bears. And here's the stat, Garrett. Hershey in the playoffs when leading after 2, 6-0 in the regular season, 38-0-0-2, and 19-0 here at Giant Center in the regular season. So all good omens, but this is just a one-shot game, far from over here tonight at Giant Center.
Yeah, it is, and that power play I think is going to come back to be a huge, a huge goal. That's one of those ones where you go, let's say you do go 0-5 going into the third period. That's a huge goal for them to score. Going in up 1-0 and finally figuring out the penalty kill of Cleveland.
Chase Prisky gets the go-ahead goal for Hershey. There is a look at it to put the Bears ahead 3-2 here, with the chocolate and white finding the back of the net on their 5th try on the man advantage. And we'll hear from Chase Prisky, I do believe, coming up in just a moment with Fox 43's Ryan Yee down ice level. We look forward to that. Lots more great stuff around the corner. Mitch Lambert going to join him for those on AHL TV and the Monumental Sports Network as well. Stay tuned for that. Good to have the Hall of Famer joining us here for Hershey Bears hockey. So Game 1 Eastern Conference Finals. Tickets are available for game number 2. That is coming up on Saturday here in Chocolatetown, but tickets are going quickly. Visit HersheyBears.com to score yours today. Let's pack the house, and you played here, Garrett. This is an intimidating building, especially come playoffs, and Chase Prisky knows that. He is going to go and join Fox 43's Ryan Yee. Let's send it down to them.
Standing. Hey guys, here with Hershey Bears defenseman Chase Prisky, scored the first power play goal of the game, up 3-2 here going to the last frame. Just overall thoughts here with 20 minutes left to play.
It's a really tight game. It's what we expected. For us, it's just a game of attrition. We're going to get to see these guys up to 7 games. So just advanced zones, keep the game simple, and that's Bears hockey.
And I mean, converting on the power play wasn't working for you guys in the first period. Big goal here in the second period. I mean, how important was it to get it starting with that man advantage?
It's huge. It's huge. Our penalty kill is the backbone of our team, and our power play's got to step up and match that intensity that they bring. And, I think we were a little too cute and trying to make some plays on the first couple. And, we just got back to simplifying, get the pucks to the net, get bodies there, try to get a dirty goal. And, we were rewarded with one, so we've got to keep that going.
Lastly here, like I said, 20 minutes left. So how did the Hershey Bears come out here with the win tonight?
Bears hockey. Fast, hard, simple.
All right, thanks, Chase.
Awesome, thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Hey, back up to you.
Thank you very much, Ryan. We appreciate you and Chase Prisky for joining us as well. We'll take a break. More to come. It's 3-2 Hershey. Game 1. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
The savings continue during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event, now extended. Save big with 25% off all furniture plus free delivery, or enjoy 5 years no interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $6.99, dining sets $7.99, and queen beds priced at an amazing $7.99. Save 25% plus free delivery or 5 years no interest financing. Only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek. For a limited time, save big with free installation on all windows and enjoy no interest for 18 months.
We do it all.
Design, build, and install, so you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
Direct from our local factory.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Call 855-57 Creek now before this offer is gone.
Home, sweet Thompson Creek.
Chevy Equinox has been ranked #1 by J.D. Power for dependability and new vehicle quality among compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models. Or get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Equinox. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43. 2 periods of play are done, and when it comes to the Hershey Bears, there's no shortage of depth on this team, a key part of their success. But it does lead to tough decisions for head coach Todd Nelson when it comes to his game day lineup. Even tougher now that players are returning from injury. But it does foster a competitive mindset on the team that leads to success on the ice. 20 playoff game day lineup spots, 34 Hershey Bears players on the playoff roster. Head coach Todd Nelson has no shortage of solid players to choose from for his lineup. Game day spots, he says, are earned, not given.
The competition's fierce right now. Guys that are in the lineup, they want to stay in the lineup. So I think it's healthy for the hockey team.
A sense of competition that draws the best out of each player, each and every single day.
You got to be your best because everybody can play. We have really good depth, and so you have to be on that A game. I'm saying all the time here, but you always have to be on that, and if not, you can put someone else in, and you'll get the same product.
Competition within the club that leads to success outside of it.
You're practicing against really good players all the time. So we always push each other out there on the ice.
It's really good to have healthy competition, within the group, and it's part of the game, and it's been a lot of fun, and I think that's why we've had the success that we've had is because of how good of a team and how deep of a team that we have.
A club culture that is reflected on the ice through the Hershey Bears' strong, smart, and fast brand of hockey. An identity that got them to the promised land last year and are confident it will get them there again.
Just going out, playing our game, playing strong, playing smart, and playing fast. That's our identity, and we're a family, and we're going to stick through it through thick and thin.
I'm Ryan Yee. More to come after the break. You're watching Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43.
Buying a Kia has never been more exciting. Announcing Oarsman's Thrill of the Drive sales event. That means take your breath away savings on Kia's best sellers. Right now, purchase a new Kia Sorento with 1.9% APR for 48 months or get up to $1,750 in rebates. And you'll receive Oarsman's exclusive Lifetime Edge with up to $1,500 in unexpected extras. Why wait when you can save now? Get to Oarsman's Thrill of the Drive sales event. Oarsman Chantilly Kia, let's ride together.
Every business is special to its owners, clients, and community. But your business is specialized, so at Sandy Spring Bank, you have a banker and team devoted to you. We know the ins and outs of the many industries here in the DMV. We'll customize your solutions, whether it's financing and acquisition, commercial mortgage, or equipment. Because ultimately, business banking is personal. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
At Holzman Solomon Vision Partners, we partner with you to craft the vision you have always wanted.
From the moment you walk through our doors, we promise you a unique concierge service that moves at a pace you're comfortable with. Together, Dr. Holzman and I have earned the trust of tens of thousands of happy patients.
So whether you're looking to improve your vision with LASIK,
or if you'd like to finally get rid of your reading glasses, maybe even have a cataract,
our team is here and ready to redefine vision care.
Contact Holzman Solomon Vision Partners today. Visit drholzman.com.
Life can bring us disruptive moments, like a cancer diagnosis, which is why the groundbreaking work of Stand Up to Cancer is so vital. Join Stand Up to Cancer and Myrtle Beach to help families make new memories for years to come. Go to standuptocancer.org.
When a child is sick, there's one thing they need: a really big cookie.
Welcome to RMHC.
And parents of sick children have tons of decisions to make. Like movie night, game night, or should we finish that book tonight? We don't perform surgeries, just talent shows. We're not big on poking sticks and beeping machines, but we're the best at playing dress up. Well, we have a few beeping machines. We think the Tooth Fairy should travel everywhere. And while hospitals have doctors and nurses, we have mom and dad. We don't provide treatment, but we do provide dogs. And we throw some really good parties. Because at Ronald McDonald House Charities, we help families feel at home, even when they can't be.
Mystics basketball is back. And Monumental Sports Network has you covered all season with full game coverage, including pre and post game. Watch returning stars and a can't miss rookie. Catch all the action that's making the WNBA the talk of the town. Watch or stream on Monumental Sports Network now, your home for all things Mystics.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears playoff hockey on Fox 43. I'm Ryan Yee here with Mitch Lamoureux, and I mean, a wild second period there. Cleveland coming out with 2 quick goals there, but a quick response by the Hershey Bears. They find themselves up 3-2.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that last goal on a power play was very timely because it's nicer going into the third period with a lead than being down by 1 or even. So, I mean, they answered very well after the 2 quick Cleveland goals. I mean, that was the first power play goal in the playoffs here in the Giant Center against the Bears. So you got to give Cleveland some credit, but you got to give the Bears more credit for the way they answered back and just kept playing their game, using their speed, and being disciplined.
And lastly, Mitch, we were just talking 2 big things here that are leads to postseason success: goaltending and special teams. This period had a little bit of both of that.
Yes, it did. I mean, Hunter Shepard was called on to make a couple of quality saves. One was earlier in the period where he saved it on a rebound, slid to the right post, and then stacked his pads. I mean, he's one of the guys in this league that has the quickest legs I've seen. I mean, his legs are like flippers on the pinball machine, and he's just awesome. And it was nice to see the Bears answer with a power play goal before the end of this period.
And I mean, the Bears continue to be disciplined, and that's a big thing. You can be successful on the special teams. You got successful goaltending. Discipline will go a long way.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Cleveland's game plan. They're trying to goat them into penalties with rough stuff after the play, but the Bears have to be disciplined, skate away. They'll get the edge. They'll get rewarded eventually, and they can capitalize on that, and that'll help them out throughout the series.
All right, well, the Hershey Bears are leading it 3-2 with 20 minutes left to play. We'll be back on Hershey Bears Hockey on Fox 40.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for Memorial Day savings. Get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
If you need $750 or $1,500, up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
We never thought that with Verizon, saving on the best in entertainment was going to be so easy.
Disney Bundle, Netflix, Max, now we don't miss a thing.
Before, we had to pretend we'd seen all these shows.
I mean, we're not really good actors. I found it so pure. The Pirates?
All I could do was nod and say, so good.
Season finale.
No.
I was on the edge of my seat.
I know,
so good.
But now that we have Verizon, we can stop pretending.
Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, Netflix, and Max, all for just $20 a month, only on Verizon.
My turn.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA MCL.
Spirit are ready to roll.
Spring into action with Monumental Sports Network.
Oh, that is a stunner!
Watch world-class soccer stars
wonder goal.
Battle it out on the pitch.
Down, Kingsbury's got it.
With live coverage of the Washington Spirit.
Spirit lead.
Kick off the season right here. And stream live on Monumental Sports Network.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hershey Bears lead 3-2 after 2 periods here at Giant Center in Game 1. Well, Garrett Mitchells, we're going to look at the highlights here from period number 2. This one a little bit back and forth, topsy-turvy here in this second period as Cleveland came out, was able to connect on the power play. Hunter McCown makes it a 1-1 game as he scores from a sharp angle.
Yeah, he's able to kind of get that puck across the net. I originally thought it went through the 5-hole, but he does get that all the way across, Hunter Shepard there. And then just another broke down play there in front of the net, and Whalen's able to, pull that on across the body there and put it through Shepard. He almost gets a stick on it, and then the Bears played some great hockey after that.
This goal comes from Aaron Nass. It just hits him going to the net. He drives the goal. Mike Vecchione's shot redirects off of him for his second career Calder Cup playoff goal. And this from Chase Prisky on the power play, the 5th power play of the game for the Bears. The one to finally connect is Prisky from the right side with a slap shot. Beats Greaves on the glove side to make it a 3-2 Hershey lead. That's where they sit right now. But keeping Cleveland just 8 shots on goal. A lot to like defensively, but a few breakdowns I know Todd Nelson will like to clean up. It seems like all Cleveland's chances have been real grade A opportunities.
Yeah, they have been. They've been all grade A opportunities, and right now it's just cleaning up that in front of the net. And the Bears, I know they talked about it. That'll be something they'll do here in the third.
Looking forward to the third period here at Giant Center. Over 9,000 strong, looking to cheer the Bears to a Game 1 victory. 3-2, the chocolate and white in front will step aside. You're tuned in to the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
King Spa is not just an ordinary spa. We were the first Korean spa to exist in the United States. We are trying to combine modern features with authentic Korean cultures. We are very proud of what we have built here so far. We are very grateful for the presence of M&T. I just thought that traditionally banking service is just a banking service, but it's more like friendship, to be honest.
I definitely see M&T growing with us. I just think they're the best partner we could have.
Chevy Equinox has been ranked #1 by J.D. Power for dependability and new vehicle quality among compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models. Or get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Equinox. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
The savings continue during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event, now extended. Save big with 25% off all furniture plus free delivery, or enjoy 5 years no interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $699, dining sets $799, and queen beds priced at an amazing $799. Save 25% plus free delivery or 5 years no interest financing. Only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
25 years ago, when I was just a boy, I couldn't imagine a world where cancer was a curable disease. Thanks to research funded by the Prostate Cancer Foundation, all that is changing.
I've had prostate cancer.
My dad had it, which means now I'm at a greater risk.
For a long time, cancer was one step ahead.
Now, the Prostate Cancer Foundation's research is delivering new treatments to patients all the time.
It's more time with family and rounds with good friends.
And that's more golf with my dad.
That's more chances to take you down. Join us as we finally take the lead over cancer and put this game behind us once and for all. The Prostate Cancer Foundation, they're saving lives.
I beat it, and so can you. To get ahead of the game, go to pcf.org to learn more.
fans at the Giant Center are making noise. The Hershey Bears, 3-2 leaders. Welcome to those watching on the Monumental Sports Network in D.C. Caps fans, thanks for tuning in. The Caps prospects playing in the Eastern Conference Finals in the AHL. Best of 7 series. Cleveland Hershey were underway with the third period. With former Bear and Washington Capital Garrett Mitchell, I'm Zach Fish. Producer Ed Albert alongside Ryan Yee, ice side as well, as the Monsters are offside here in the third period. Chase Prisky with a power play goal at 17-12 to put Hershey in front. And Garrett, what do you want to see out of the Bears here in this third period to pull away in this game, up by 1 right now?
Yeah, I really like the way they played in the first period there. They were able to have some sustained ozone time, with some rotation. There was times there throughout that first period, almost looked like Cleveland was playing down a man just with the pressure that Hershey was able to put on them. So I'd like to see them get back to that, where you have some rotation in your game. They play so well offensively, and the skill will just take over for them.
LaPierre walking in, hooked from behind along the left wing. Hendricks LaPierre with a helper in this game, gets the puck to Ness back at the point. Joe Snively with it behind the net, looks to center, bounced away from him. McCown's there in perfect defensive position, and the Monsters right to left to center ice. And this one all the way down, an icing's called. McCown in a little difficulty as he comes off. For those tuned in on the Bears Radio Network and Capitals Radio Network too, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Hershey Bears Hockey. In the third period of the Calder Cup playoffs, both these teams coming in have outscored their opponents 8-3. Cleveland found themselves down against Syracuse going into the third period of game number 3 and came back to win that game 6-4 to sweep the Crunch and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. And they trail after 2 periods. The Monsters have found themselves in the regular season at 3-21-1. Puck is clear to the blue line. Lucas Johansson will elevate, glove, and drop it. And Alex Limoges tries to shoot, so that comes to Huntington. Stopped once and twice by Greaves. Real good turnout on the first. Second one was wobbling on Huntington, and just calm in the rocking chair back there. Jet Greaves got both.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. If Jimmy Huntington's a right-handed shot there, it's probably in the back of the net, but it pops onto his backhand. He's just unable to, get a whole lot of wood onto that shot, and Greaves is able to just kind of catch it, fairly calmly. But that's what I'm talking about. Get that second and third opportunities. Shoot that puck and get to the net. That's where they're going to come from.
Face-off taken by Hershey. Johansson from the left point sails it off the backboards, where it lands on the back of the net. The Monsters looking for a whistle, but the Bears take it out. Here at Dubé to the point. Johansson, right point Iorio, off the glove of Greaves, who reached at it as it goes wide. Dubé knocked in the left side corner boards, being held by Elbel Balouz, and there will be a penalty call. Referee Justin Key has got it in the corner. He saw it, detected it, has the arm up. And Hershey will go to the power play as Cleveland touches it up. 1:30 in here to the third. After Chase Prisky scored on the man advantage, they go back to it to try to double their lead.
Yeah, look for Hershey to, you saw that on that Prisky goal. They're trying to create them eyeing up. When the box is that tight, there's not a whole lot of movement. They're really stationary on it. On that Prisky goal, Garrett Rose able to come up and really lay that into a spot. If you watch it, there's that opportunity where they actually end up switching on a high switch, and we call that an eye up, and it just creates that momentum and movement up top, and Prisky makes a great shot on that.
Face-off won by Cleveland and cleared all the way down the ice. Shepard can't get it in the no-touch area. And sometimes a shot, too, to keep teams honest and get them to relax a little bit in that box can be helpful. Or you can just gun one in like Chase Prisky did. Snively tried to boomerang pass it on back, intercepted by Roman Ashon and cleared to the defensive end of the Bears, where Ethan Frank will push it out of his own zone. Back to the drawing board for the Bears on their 6th power play of the game. Hendricks LaPierre on the left wing, trying to do it himself. Knocked from him, but Snively scampers over. Tried to send it deep, deflected up and out of play into the crowd for a whistle, and a nice catch by a Bears fan who's got themselves a souvenir.
Yeah, hot on the third baseline there. He got caught up and made a great catch on that puck.
Power play still for 90 seconds. Todd Nelson and Nick Bootlin, the Bears assistant coach, a former Cleveland Baron forward, keep the top power play unit out. Bootlin runs the power play, which finished 6th this year for Hershey. Shot to the goal, wide of the net from LaPierre from the left circle. It rims around the boards and clears back to Hershey's defensive end. Snively to get it. And the Bears reset behind their own net of Shepherd. Snively from the left circle takes it to the red line. Limoges is there for the chocolate and white. 2 power play goals in the playoffs for him, but Frank to handle it. Left wing Limoges on the entry to Frank, who scoops it around back of the net. Lapierre right boards to Dubé, hops his stick, and shorthanded Pucha will clear it into the Bears bench, where Dylan McElrath will catch it and get the second power play unit out. Is the thought process from the Bears bench, but still 58 seconds to operate with.
Yeah, and you know, Hershey has 2 great units. Obviously, we see this second, so-called second unit, score the goal. But they've created some great opportunities. Both units have, and they've got two units that really fire at the same pace. And for Hershey right now, that's one of their biggest reasons why they've had so much success on the power play.
Prisky, who's got the go-ahead goal for Hershey. Right back up by Garrett Rowe. Leads for Vecchione. No lane down the left wing, hands to Huntington. He's got some room. So the Monsters set up. Hershey along the left wing. Jimmy Huntington, right circle. Garrett Rowe across, chip back to Prisky. Vecchione backs off. Prisky from the center point, settles it to Rowe. Everything from the perimeter, looking for a lane. Rowe across, one-timer. Miroshnichenko on goal, and Greaves, no rebound. Right into the breadbasket as they feed Miroshnichenko for the slapper.
Yeah, and it really looks like, everybody's kind of waiting for Miro to shoot that puck from that spot. That we've seen him, put in so many goals throughout this season. But everybody's sliding across, and I talked about how many times in that first period that defenseman had to step up and block that shot. And, they're looking for that, so it'd be something that Hershey gets a shot from the point, maybe changes it up a little bit. But right now it's there for Miro to take that one time.
Try the face-off again, make sure the clock is all right. Cleveland in the sin bin on the minor penalty to Del Bell Balloons. Hershey off the draw. Huntington gets it to Chase Prisky. Looking for more. Hershey leading 3-2 on the Penn State Health scoring board. Huntington to the blue line. Prisky to Huntington again. 3 men on him. Prisky to Huntington. A game of catch between those two. They'll switch. Prisky left side. Miroshnichenko off the side of the goal. They got him on the one-timer again. Prisky with 5 on the power play. Laterally across the blue line. Feeds to Rowe. The bumper spot. Vecchione knocked away. Look out. Done up by shorthanded. Joining out of the box is Del Bell Balloons. Done shot wide of Shepherd's glove. As we're back to full strength. Tossed away at the point. Luckily, it doesn't end up in the back of the Bears net after they can't connect. Power play goes to 1 for 6 for Hershey, but Vecchione to center. Still 3-2 Bears. 16:05 left in the third. Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. Best of 7 series. Rubinski picks off the puck, fresh off the bench, knocks it back to his own blue line. A tough pass to handle for Aaron Ness, sure-handed veteran, able to wiggle his way out of trouble. Center at center. Rubinski gets it from Trinier. Fourth line injected with Riley Center in his debut in the playoffs this year. Trinier up the right side, boards for Hershey. Spins it around, trying to go back to the goal, couldn't get it deep. And Jake Gaudin on the takeaway for Cleveland. He'll bring it in on the right wing. Gaudin to the goal, backhand pass. Thumped away by Ness, but the whistle goes as the net is dislodged behind Hunter Shepherd with 15:29 to go in the third, and the Bears still ahead by 1.
Yeah, it's a tricky little play there. The Cleveland player is able to, I think it was Gaudin, was able to cross there. Almost had a little bit of a 2-on-1 going to the net, and just a savvy play by Dylan McElrath to knock that net off, kind of push Cleveland's player through the net. That causes the whistle. So savvy little play by Dylan McElrath to draw a whistle.
Hunter Shepherd has only had to face 8 shots in this game so far. 2 have beat him. He's going to be called upon more than that here in the third, but nothing yet for Cleveland in the first 4 minutes and 35 seconds on the Bears goaltender. Up to the blue line, Riley Sutter knocked down, can't keep it in. Sutter's down and in pain in front of the penalty boxes. He took a high hit from a toe, I believe. Sutter gets back to his skates, but a little bit wobbly as he comes off. Monsters bring it in, and fortunately for Hershey, Cleveland is offside with 15:07 left in the third. Keep an eye on Riley Sutter after that. He's laboring a bit as he heads to the bench and slams the door. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think it was a high hands, finishing in that check on Riley Sutter. Obviously he's not very happy about it right now. So hopefully he's okay. It looks like he's okay. It doesn't look like anyone's down there talking to him. So I'm sure Sutsi will be fine. Draw in front of the Bears bench with Lapierre, Frank, and Snively. Todd Nelson going to keep going to the well with these guys. They've been real good here tonight. As whistle and another offside on Cleveland with a neutral zone face-off. Fans here at Giant Center coming out and making noise. This is going to be a great atmosphere. We got a wave going on here at Giant Center.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time. Honestly, I think it might have been back in the 16 playoff run there. I remember the wave getting going, but I don't know if there's anything better in sports than the wave going around the rink.
The Hartford Wolfpack tried one of those. The fans did in Game 3, and didn't work for them. They were down in that game. Bears fans are up and having fun. Great atmosphere in both of these buildings. No doubt Cleveland will be electric next week for games 3 through 5 of the series. 3-2 Hershey in front. 14:40 to go in the third period. Johansson to center. Gets the puck to LaPierre. Scooting down the left wing. Left to right. Brings it in offensively. Dances in and gets a shot on goal that Greaves kicks out with the left pad, and he will smother for a face-off. Wanted to ask you, Garrett, the experience factor is certainly a big one. I mentioned Cleveland, 16 guys. This is their first playoff run as we look at LaPierre, who is a returner, went to the finals and won it last year. Coming into tonight, the Bears' 553 games of AHL playoff experience to Cleveland's 235. That is on the roster. A guy like Brendan Gaunce, of course, is not playing here tonight, but a lot of guys are new for Cleveland. The Bears have been there, done that, and know what it takes. So how much does that play into a game like this? It's a one-shot game that you're trying to hold.
Yeah, it's huge. It's just, understanding the game and understanding that, it doesn't have to happen in the first period or the second period, and just sticking with it. And I think, that's exactly what the Bears have done here so far, is just stick with what they do best. And, they played a great game here so far. And, the ones that have gone in have really been point-blank opportunities, and, just kind of gone the wrong way for the Bears. So they played a great, solid game here so far.
Cleveland shoots it in behind the net of Shepard. While we were finishing that thought, Dubé off the face-off had a look that was knocked away by the pads of Greaves. Zaboral from the point. Shepard guides away with his blocker. It lands on the top of the net. Shepard had to put his back flush to the post, make sure that it bounced off him. Second chance from Pucha, and Shepard has got his first stop of the period, and a couple more to boot. 13:57 to go in the third. Still 3-2 Hershey. Take a break and be back. The Bears in front in Game 1. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andy Holzman of Holzman Laser Vision. If you've ever considered LASIK, you should know not all laser centers are the same. Here at Holzman Laser Vision, we first determine you are a perfect fit for LASIK, and only then we'll provide you the best procedure available to help you see like you've never seen before. Experience the Holzman difference and schedule your comprehensive consultation today.
Seeing is believing at Holzman Laser Vision. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get 6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
Jiffy Lube introduced the quick oil change. At Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, we also do brakes, tires, tune-ups, batteries, and more. No appointment needed. Vehicle maintenance, that's a job for Jiffy. Get your next oil change at Jiffy Lube. No appointment needed. And all these courtesy services will be included. We even vacuum and clean exterior windows. Need an oil change? That's a job for Jiffy.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
13:57 to go in the third. Bears fans loud and proud as Hershey back in the Eastern Conference Finals. The defending champions looking to come up with a Game 1 win. Aaron Ness with a goal in this game for Hershey off the faceoff will collect the puck, tying Larry Zeidel with 60 games for 10th in franchise history in games played as a member of the Chocolate and White. So Ness scoring on a historic game for him. Dunn over the blue line on the right wing, back behind the net. Cleveland right to left, and the white sweaters with blue trim, the affiliate of the Columbus Blue Jackets. At the right point, Captain Zaboral sends it back on the net, cut off by McElrath. The savvy veteran couldn't find it. Whalen with a goal in this game. Sanders, loose, scrambling puck in front of Shepard. Down to the ice. He's got it. Makes the save on Josh Dunn from in tight. Dunn tries to find the back of the net. 3 goals in the playoffs here for him, and Shepard says no.
Yeah, just a great job there by Dylan McElrath and Aaron Ness, just picking up sticks, in front of the net there. And, they don't give an opportunity at a second puck, which is, that's key. Shep will have the first one, pick up a stick, make sure it's up in the air. It doesn't give, Cleveland an opportunity at that second puck.
So the Monsters with a couple credited shots on goal now, and still 13-22. They're trying to tie this game right off the draw. Shepard is saved down to the butterfly, denied Juracek's chance. Hershey clears to the point, but Zuboril keeps in. Thrown to the goal off the body of a Bear. Malatesta looking to track down Hershey to clear. Sutter thought he was going to. He couldn't get it. Kept in Malatesta's shot. Blocked by Massey. Gets it back. And Shepard will steer it aside with his goal stick to the corner. Gaudette with a trip and another penalty on Cleveland. He takes down Henrik Rubinski. And the Monsters had all sorts of pressure in the offensive zone looking for the equalizer. Now it's Hershey back to the power play instead.
Yeah, that's one, Zach, that they look at, and, I'm sure they're not happy about taking that one, especially in the offensive zone. They got all the pressure on the Bears.
Well, we have a moment before the power play. Right in front of Ryan Yee, that penalty was called. Let's check in with him.
Yeah, guys, a big one here. I mean, a chance for the Bears to get some insurance here. The fans are getting loud. You can hear it. As soon as that penalty was called, they know how big it is. They got up on their feet. And a player that the fans will probably be looking for is also Hendrix Lapierre to maybe be that player that provides that insurance. He is having himself a heck of a playoffs. He's tied for 8th in playoff scoring in the AHL. 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. He's also got the league lead in power play assists with 4. Lapierre also had 2 points, a goal, and an assist in 4 playoff games with the Washington Capitals. Back to you guys.
Has an assist in this one. Out there now, the puck at the point. Able to keep it in to Joe Snively from the left dot. 7th power play of the game for Hershey. Can they connect for the second time? Lapierre with it on the right wing. Back to Snively. Hendrix Lapierre cutting for the right circle. Goal line Limoges. Forced away, far side. Franks one-timer. Greaves got there. Good save by Jet Greaves and no rebound. His 25th stop of the game is Frank. Got a fair amount on that puck, looking for his second of the game.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they have to set that up over for Ethan Frank on that far side one-timer. It comes down from Lapierre to Limoges, takes half a second, looks at the front of the net, comes back up to Lapierre, quickly over to Ethan Frank. So that's that opportunity that they're looking for. It's not going to be through the seam. It's got to go high to low.
Draw to the right of Greaves, tied up. 50-50 puck battle off the face-off. Dubé with it. Wobbling Biscuit with some room. He'll take it to the corner. Sweezy throws him down. And Limoges thumped. But the Bears regain control with Joe Snively at the point. 1:20 on the power play. Looking for the insurance marker. 3-2 Bears on the man advantage. Frank to Snively. Looks to the goal. Back to Frank. Shoots to the net. It got blocked and cleared. Pucha will send it down the ice. Snively has to race after it as the Bears starting a line change. Vecchione is fresh. Turn back to Frank, overskates it. He'll wait now. Guy that grew up prolific in roller hockey. Darting in, looking for more. For the blue line, Snively. Vecchione, the bumper spot. Atop the tape of Lapierre. He'll push it to the near boards where Vecchione hands to Snively. They'll sort it out again. Lapierre with it. Last shot. Frank with the wrister deflected to the net. He looked back. Dorian Limoges there. Puck comes free to the corner. The Bears look to sort it out and dig it free. Back scramble in the right corner. Vecchione has it. He centers. Frank shoots. Saved by Greaves off the arm. It's there in the blue paint and cleared by Cleveland. Limoges was just a little too tight to the goal. Lapierre wheels it ahead. Trying to catch the Monsters. Shoots and scores! Hendrix Lapierre does it himself. It's a power play goal. An insurance marker. Hershey's ahead 4-2.
Right after Ryan talks about how Hendrix Lapierre had such a great playoffs with Washington, he comes in and does it himself. That's an unbelievable goal from distance there. That's not an easy shot for him. I'm sure that's one Greaves would love to have back. But, a great job by Lapierre to get his feet moving through the neutral zone. And an awesome shot. It's hard to tell if it gets tipped there, but a great shot by Hendrix Lapierre.
That's the second time in this game we've seen a low shot on the pad of Greaves. And the officials are chatting here. What are they chatting about? A low shot on Lapierre that goes under the left pad of Greaves. Remember the Ness shot earlier in the game that Greaves barely got his pad down? Just the quick wrister beats him low. Maybe something in the pre-scout from goalie coach Juha Lehtola that they've been able to pick out. Not Not sure what the officials chat about there, but it's a good goal, and it's 4-2 Bears.
Yeah, it's, you know, it could be something that he might not seal the ice as well as you know, as well as some of the other goalies. So we've seen them shoot there twice. You know, whether that was on purpose or just ended up happening, but you know, a great shot by Lapierre.
Well, he's now tied for third. Updating the stats from Ryan with 10 points, 4 goals, 6 assists, and he's got a multi-point game here today, and that top line has been flying. And I love the approach there. That power play was out there the whole time, and they nearly score. Cleveland dead tired trying to get to the bench, and Lapierre just wheeled it ahead with speed, and you know, and eventually rip it. Good things happen.
Yeah, for sure.
30-12 for the shots on goal. Really opposite of what you would expect looking at the stats, but Calder Cup playoffs are a different animal. 4-2 Bears up by 2. At one point they trailed 2-1 early in the second. Since then they've rattled off 3 straight. Cleared all the way down the ice. And Lapierre with the goal unassisted. Icing called on Hershey with 10:50 left in the third. And Lapierre is going to be a heck of a player in the National Hockey League, and he was up for over 50 games, and safe to say, we hope it ends with the Calder Cup, and this is going to be the last we're seeing of Hendrix Lapierre in a Hershey Bears uniform this spring and summer.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, you see the speed. He's, you know, at that point he'd probably been out there about a minute and a half. You know, so to still have that gas left in the tank there to get his feet moving, and you know, really beat 4 Cleveland players there. You know, great speed by Hendrix Lapierre.
Puck cleared all the way down the ice. The Monsters will pick it up behind their own net. Savozo fell. The Bears will steal it. Miroshnichenko shoots off the arm of Greaves. He made the save. Savozo fell on his own. He heard the footsteps from Miroshnichenko and blew a tire. The Bears nearly took advantage. Greaves with the save on Hershey's 31st shot. Dunn along the left wing. Cleveland looking for an immediate response. Now down by 2. They throw to the goal. Iorio knocks the pass away, but here's Justin Pearson. Draws a minor on Rubinski. Grab hold of him. Delayed penalty call on Hershey. Now Cleveland going to have a chance to answer on the holding minor on one of Hershey's better penalty killers too.
Yeah, that's when, you know, Hendrix just ends, or Rubinski ends up just kind of getting behind the play just enough, you know, that he's kind of reaching. Sometimes it's almost one of those plays that you hand that guy off to the defenseman in front of the net and just allow the D-man to step up on that play. You know, he's getting pretty close down to the, you know, the goal line space. So it's one of those ones you almost just hand off, you know, to the defenseman who steps in front of him.
So Cleveland going to the power play now. The Monsters' top goal scorer in the regular season on the man advantage was Carson Meyer, who was hurt up in the NHL with Columbus, is currently not on Cleveland's roster. He had 6 goals. Brendan Gaughan with 5, who's not dressed here today after being reassigned, was second with 5. And Hunter McCown, who has a power play goal in this one, the next up on the list with 4, and 1 here tonight. So look for them to work it through Fix-Wolansky, who still looking for his first of the playoffs. He's too good of a sharp shooter to keep at bay for a long time. 26 goals in the regular season for Trey Fix-Wolansky. He was an all-star again this year, but a great start on the penalty kill for Hershey. They'll clear it down the ice halfway through the third period. Zach Fish, Garrett Mitchell, Ryan Yee with you here. 4-2 Bears here in Game 1. Monsters bring it in over the blue line. So Bozil sends it to the point. Done with it from the left circle. Along the goal line, the Monsters set it up. Fix-Wolansky tried to thread the needle. Missed done. It goes to the far boards. Savozo pressured by Sutter. He and Rowe out there on the PK. Fix-Wolansky off the left wing. The sharpshooter sends to the blue line. Intercepted. Riley Sutter. Time and space. He'll just slowly push it in behind the Monsters' net for a wholesale change for the home team.
Yeah, Hershey does such a great job of holding that blue line, you know, on their defensive zone. They're coming into on the entries, and that's been the key for their penalty kill, you know, so far this year. Just not allowing that easy entry coming through.
Stephen Matteau, the former Albany Devil, the blue line. Juracek, and Shepard is dialed in right now with the glove save. Faced 6 shots here in the third. He's been much busier after only facing 8 through the first 40. He got that one all the way.
Yeah, he did, and you know, that's one you give that one up, you know, because that's one the D-man took care of their guys in front of the net. They cleared that front of the net, and that allows Shep to see that thing the whole way through. Nobody's in front of him, and Shep's not going to let those things come through.
Connor Shepard, who set a franchise record with a 176 goals against average this year, and the 6th best in a single season in AHL history. That goes back over 80 plus years. This year 86 for Hershey as the puck cleared down the ice. Bears doing a great job of the penalty kill. Under 9 left. Third period, Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. The Bears looking for the first blow in this best-of-7 series in a 2-3-2 format with Game 2 here Saturday night. Monsters to center. Juracek in, forced by Sutter, up in the air, gloved out by Roll. That's a good play. Down the ice it goes. Cleveland will touch it next. So the play continues. Juracek over the blue line. Rangy defenseman pushes the pace and leads to Del Bell Balloons. Trying to center it, knocked away by McElrath there for Sutter. Cleared it off of a glove. Juracek will keep it in. Big play for Cleveland. Still alive late in the man advantage. Under 10 on it. They send it to McCown. Off the skate of Del Bell Balloons. He's got it again from Juracek. Shoots and a blocker saved by Shepard. But another penalty coming up on Hershey. Arm up from the referee and an interference minor called by Mike Sullivan with 8:10 to go in the third period. Dylan McElrath heading over the penalty box. Cleveland back to the power play when we return. Hershey in front 4-2 here in Game 1, but the penalty kill tested once again. We'll be back. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern.
Carlson fires, score!
It's time to join Club Red 365, our exclusive season ticket membership.
As a member, you receive the best seating options, guaranteed playoff tickets, access to exclusive events and gifts. What's up, dude? Monumental money for food and apparel at Capital One Arena, and more.
Grab your membership today and take advantage of all your benefits. Go all caps, all season long. For more information, visit washcaps.com/season tickets.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek. For a limited time, save big with free installation on all windows and enjoy no interest for 18 months.
We do it all.
Design, build, and install.
So you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
Direct from our local factory.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Call 855-57 Creek now before this offer is gone.
Home sweet home, sweet Thompson Creek.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
Dylan McElrath of the penalty box for interference. The Bears captain off for 2. And another power play for Cleveland back-to-back, as this is their 4th opportunity, and we'll try the face-off again. With a draw to the right of Hunter Shepard. Bears penalty kill, the best in the league in the regular season. Garrett, they get Riley Sutter back. What makes Hershey's penalty kill so just strong in their own zone and potent on the PK to really stymie their opponents?
Yeah, well, it starts on the draw. So, when you have a guy like Riley Sutter that, I don't know what he'd be in the circle tonight, but it's pretty high. I'd say up in the 60%. You start with the puck first, right? So that's a huge opportunity to clear the puck right away. And there you go. You see Riley Sutter cleared all the way down. And when you start that, it's a 25-second, kill right away initially. So they have to go all the way back. Those power play guys do not want to skate all the way back. They want to have an easy day. So it really starts to put a damper on things for them early on.
What else do you have in your crystal ball here for the Bears on the penalty kill? Good start on the aforementioned clear by Sutter off the face-off win. 30 gone on the penalty to McElrath, the Bears captain, the 2-time Cup champion. The Monsters screaming and yelling there on the bench. Hershey might have had too many momentarily. Puck came back to the point. Cleveland with it along the right wing. Comes to the blue line, done. Wobbling puck, keeps it in. Right side board. Savuzal assessing his options. Great pick off Rabinski. Read that play like a good book, and here he goes shorthanded. With Triniev had 3 shorties this year. He shoots, deflected, up and out of play. The Bears dangerous shorthanded. In the regular season, Hershey 10 shorthanded goals. Cleveland allowed 11 in the regular season. Triniev had 3 for the Bears, but out of play it goes.
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit, but Hershey does such a great job of anticipating that puck. And, Rabinski, Triniev, we've seen them kill almost all year together. And they do a great job of reading off each other, especially on pressure on the wall. There's always a guy in the middle of the ice for a little bump to the middle, and that creates an easy clear as well.
Face-off taken by the Monsters behind the net. Juracek will look to walk it up the middle. David Juracek takes the puck to center ice and runs through him. Didn't play versus the Bears in the regular season this year. Del Belbelou's trying to do it himself, and Jake Massey had none of it. He's been real good in spot duty here today. Hardy Hamanaktel injured and not dressing for this one, and our Evergreen Brewing scratches tonight, so Massey goes in for his third game of the playoffs. Monsters walk it right back in over Hershey's blue line. 6:40 left of the third. 4-2. The Bears in front here in game one of the Penn State L scorebook. Stéphane Matteau on the right wing. Gets the puck back to Del Belbelou's. Walks off the left side board. Shimmies it on to the point. And Del Belbelou's has it. At the back post, Cleveland Sillinger looking for it. No one could get it to him. Comes to the near side boards again. Hershey doing a good job putting the pressure on Cleveland's blue liners. Del Belbelou's the left circle, blocked by Massey. Another strong play by him. And out of the box is McElrath as it's kept in by Cleveland. They'll still work it to the goal. McCown, one of the 2 goal scorers for the Monsters tonight. Pulls up at the point. It's Vozil walking down the left wing. He shoots. Shepard got a piece of it. Came loose in front. The Bears will chip it and clear it off the glass and out to center. Hershey survives that attack. The Monsters bring it in, delayed offside. They'll pull up. And Johansson will take his sweet time in his own zone with 5:40 left of the third. As Hershey's penalty kill 3 for 4 tonight. They're 2 for 7 on the power play. Special teams has been a difference maker. Yeah, that's a huge kill for Hershey, especially at this point of the game. You don't want to give Cleveland any life at all. So it's a huge kill, up for your captain with Dylan McElrath in the box. LaPierre, great forecheck. The puck comes in front. The Monsters are able to take it away to center, run it and gun into the blue line. Stanislav Vozil. Well, the defenseman pushes it back of Hershey's goal. Cleared up the left point. Kept in Zuboril. Had trouble with it. Poked to center by Frank to LaPierre. He's got a breakaway. Hendricks, LaPierre leads to Frank, who shoots. Left hand saved by Greaves. LaPierre pulled up and hit Ethan Frank, who got hog-tied and knocked down. Well, the Bears can't get that 5th goal. Now Malatesta to center. Old Johansson saves the day after Iorio had it and lost it. Johansson knocks it away and now pinned to the boards by a shot. The Bears flick it down the ice for a line change if they can, but it's going to make it for icing, so that's a no. After LaPierre just maybe didn't have enough gas left in the tank, trying to go to Ethan Frank, and quality stop by Greaves. Yeah, and it's been awesome for me. I've been able to kind of watch JoJo come in the league here as a young 20-year-old kid, and just to watch him how he matures. That puck would stick on puck there is a great job by Lucas Johansson. Look at the games coming up in the Eastern Conference Finals. Are scheduled all on Fox 43.2 and the Monumental Sports Network. Tickets are available for Saturday. HersheyBears.com. That game is expected to be a packed house, so make sure you get yours soon. 4:30 left. Johansson and Pearson locked up in the corner. Intercepted Snively from the slot. He'll knock it off the glass and down the ice. Wholesale line change for Todd Nelson's group. The veteran Bears bench boss trying to get his team to go back-to-back. The last AHL team to do it, the Hershey Bears, 2009, 2010. With Brian Helmer, now the VP's hockey operations, the captain. So puck cleared along the left boards. Alex Limoges is after it and rolled away from him. We got 4 minutes left here. We'll keep an eye on Jack Greaves. How early does head coach Trent Vogelhuber pull him down by a pair? McElrath pushed to the boards, but there's Nass with a goal in this game. Banking it to center. It got away from the blue liner, and a hand pass called on Cleveland with 3:45 left in the third and one final immediate timeout. The Bears find themselves ahead by a pair, and Hunter Shepard busy in the third. Jack Greaves making some big saves too. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
You're way shorter than I thought you'd be. There's a shirtless selfie of me by the dumbbells. Here I am. I do air drumming. I'm a competitive air drummer.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I forgot my wallet at home, so sugar mama.
Will you excuse me?
The Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Lease the Tucson for only $269 a month or get up to $2,000 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
The savings continue during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event, now extended. Save big with 25% off all furniture plus free delivery or enjoy 5 years no interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $6.99, dining sets $7.99, and queen beds priced at an amazing $7.99. Save 25% plus free delivery or 5 years no interest financing. Only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
Can I really do this? It's what everyone asks at every new stage of life. We say yes. Sandy Spring Bank isn't just in the community, we helped build it. So we've got you covered if you want to buy a house or improve the one you've got. Let's grow your business, because that helps the entire area grow. And we'll show you how to save more and, yes, retire one day. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
The home of your favorite teams in the DMV. Capitals, Wizards, Mystics. The game's on. Monumental Sports Network.
.345 left in regulation. Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. The Hershey Bears looking to take the lead in the series and move to 5-0 on home ice. Keep an eye on goaltender Jet Breeze. They were talking about the situation when they might yank him during that immediate timeout. 3:35 left. It's the Bears, though, offensively looking to track down the puck. Miro Stachenko out of the left corner boards. Tied up there, but is able to wiggle it free to the blue line. Ness. Oh, good job by him. A desperation play, in some trouble. Diving belly first to keep it in.
Yeah, that's a tough play, too, when that puck comes and it's popping and bouncing like that. You know, you're potentially the last guy back, so a great job by Nesser to get a stick on that and really break it up.
Vecchione on the takeaway behind the goal. Puts on the brakes and flips it up the left boards where Lucas Johansson handles it for Hershey. To Vecchione, back to Johansson. Right at the top of the blue line, Mike Vecchione has the Game 7 hero. Gets the puck to Johansson. Knuckler to the net, tipped wide by Sutter. All this keeping Cleveland hemmed in their own zone. They'll flip it to center, laterally across the ice, but Johansson softly pushes it back in, where Sutter's first on it. Now down to 2:40 left in the third period. Shots are 32-16 Hershey. They've doubled up the Monsters on the scoreboard, 4-2 leaders on the Penn State Health scoreboard. Trinyev, Rabinski out on the ice with Sutter. There goes Greaves with a puck behind his own net. The Monsters down by 2, got to go for it. Puck cleared past Saboral all the way down, and that's icing. And Greaves is going to hop right back on the ice. The Monsters trying to stretch play, and it does not work.
Yeah, that's one they're just trying to tip in, get in on the forecheck, pull the goalie, and try to make something happen. And unfortunately, they were unable to get a stick on that. It goes down. Greaves has got to go back into the net there.
He will return, and Todd Nelson wisely is not going to take any chances with a 2-goal lead, looking to close out the game. Sutter, of course, with Trinyev and Rabinski, McElrath, the Ness. Couple youngsters that might be on the cusp of moving up to the Caps. Couple veterans. A guy in Dylan McElrath who is playing in the playoffs for the Caps. There goes Greaves on the dump. McElrath behind his own net. Able to knock the puck up. It rainbows up in the air. It's landed on the back of the net. The officials are going to blow the play dead. 2:07 left in the third. Officials going to talk about where the draw should go. Who put that puck on the back of the net?
Yeah, it ended up going in between the mesh and that cloth or whatever you want to call it. That's kind of around to reinforce it. So it was hard to tell if it was a Cleveland player's stick that it went up of off of McElrath trying to bump over to Aaron Ness there.
Both linesmen are having a chat with referee Mike Sullivan to talk about this, see where the draw goes, and they got to get the puck too. Empty net for Cleveland with 2:07 left. Faceoff will stay inside the defensive zone for Hershey and on the far side of the ice. Cleveland has McCown out there with Sillinger, Pearson, Mateau, Juracek as well. And Zaboral, 6-on-5, empty net. Cleveland going for broke here, well, why not? Officials are once again chatting here. All 4 of them are getting together. Patrick Weller and Nick Bootland pretty animated on the Bears bench.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to figure out what side it should come to maybe. I think Riley Sutter's trying to tell him that he wants it. I mean, as a centerman, you want it on your backhand, and I would say that it should have come over to the other side only because Mac was right behind the net, closer to us, but they've got it figured out.
Draw will be on the far side of the ice. Sutter to take it. Chop loose, 50-50 puck battle, and a penalty call on the Bears. Stick broken in the process, and Ness is going for a penalty that he is certainly none too pleased about. His argument will not be heard by Mike Sullivan, slashing the minor. See if we get a second look on our Reese's replay, and here it is. Just as we asked for it, the hack down that broke the stick of Pearson.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. They're tough because, the composite sticks, the way that they make them nowadays, sometimes it doesn't take too much for it to look a lot worse than it really was. I think Nesser's just trying to get into a stick battle there with the Cleveland forward trying to put pressure on Mac. So sometimes those are tough. It's they can break and explode, almost for no reason.
So 6-on-4 with the empty net for Cleveland. The Bears can shoot at it at will, as they are shorthanded. 2 minutes left. Monsters down by 2 on their mid-power play in the game. At the left point, Juracek's got it. Wrangles it free along the boards. Back of the net. From corner to corner, Fix-Wolanski. Up the right wing. Cleveland needs 2. Here in game 1. Left side, one-timer. Juracek. Shepard sliding over his right. He gobbles that up, and no rebound for the Bears netminder.
Yeah, he makes that look so routine. He slides post to post here. On that umbrella play across, and Juracek gets all of it, and Hunter Shepard's right there on his post to make that nice save.
Sutter and Dunn on the face-off. Sutter to a knee, able to be knocked free by the Monsters to the point. Juracek has it. Under 100 seconds left in this one. $1:35 to go. Bears looking to draw first blood in this series. Bjork with it, trying to cut the lead to 1. To Juracek, double clutches for the left circle. McElrath defending. Fix-Wolanski scores. Second one where Shepard has been beaten to the far side on a walkout from the goal line. It's 4-3 with 1:23 left. Trey Fix-Wolanski's first of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's like you talked about. Very similar to that last goal there in the second period, where they're just able to slide it across crease there. Hunter Shepard's unable to get a left pad on that.
There's certainly something that Cleveland's team and their video coaching staff and their goaltending coach has seen in Hunter Shepard. Maybe a tendency to move too quick or not move quick enough to be beaten there. There'll need to be adjustments made by the Hershey netminder before game number 2. Right now it's a 1-goal game. Greaves is back of the net. 1:19 left. We're not done yet, as the puck cleared in back of the goal, and Hershey looking to knock it free. On the near wing, Henrik Grabinski tries to come up with it for the chocolate and white. Greaves is still in the net with 1:05 left. Monsters hanging around in this one despite being heavily outshot. To center ice, there goes Greaves again. McCown on the dumping. Wide of Shepard to the left wing. Ness trying to knock it loose. He pops in front. Lapierre with it. Will hightail it down the ice. Savozo gets there first at his own blue line. Cleveland tags up, trying to bring it in offensively. They're offside. And yes, finally, the whistle does go with 43.7 left here in the third.
Stefan Matteau there, he's just trying to go through and ends up going off a Cleveland body there right at the blue line, and then puts him offside. And I think he's trying to say that Cleveland's guy was across the line already when it went off of him, but it's a great call there by the linesman.
Greaves is headed back to the net now with 43 seconds left. And Cleveland still has their timeout if they want. Greaves is all the way above the top hash mark. Face-off won by the Monsters. There goes Greaves. The Monsters offside. Shepard drops it, shoots for the empty net. He'll get it as far as center. We're done. Knocks it down. 1-goal game. Hunter Shepard certainly got some confidence. 28 seconds left. Comes back the Monsters. Iorio had his stick knocked out of his hands. He complains to the officials. Juracek circles the wagons, walks in and scores. David Juracek has tied the game at 4 with 19 seconds left. We are even here in game 1 as the Monsters with 2 in the final minute and a half.
Yeah, Juracek makes a great shot there over Hunter Shepard. He cannot see anything there. Dunn's in front of him, and Juracek puts that right under the bar over top of Hunter Shepard's blocker.
The Bears play with fire and they get burned. We're even. And Hunter Shepard Trying to clear that puck. He got it as far as the blue line, but the Monsters glove it, drop it, bring it back in, and Juracek goes all around the world and beats Hunter Shepard up and in. And this Cleveland team will not go away. Trying to steal one here at Giant Center tonight. And we're 18 seconds away from the first overtime action of the Calder Cup playoffs for Hershey. Stun Giant Center, 9,200. Can't believe it. 5 seconds left in regulation. Rubinski will clear it. The Cleveland Monsters come back with 2 in the third period. In the closing minute and a half, Vince Rolanski in 18:37. Juracek with 19 seconds left. We are tied at 4 here at Giant Center. Wow.
Yeah, it's really put a stun over the building here right now. There's still a ton of people in their seats, but there's a handful left there at about that 3-minute mark, trying to beat the traffic. So, it's one of those ones that, I'm sure Hershey would love to have back, but at the same time, they've got a group that's been there, they've done that. Look to that veteran group inside that locker room right now to kind of just figure things out.
The Monsters and the Bears to overtime in Game 1. They'll all be forgiven if you win it, but right now it's 4-4. We'll take a break and be back. Intermission coverage. Overtime starts at about 14 and a half minutes. You're tuned in to the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
We had the best vacation.
Yeah, and it was easy with the points we earned with the flagship card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
They had the best vacation. Look at all those fish. I love our points.
Yeah, me too.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
Get your next oil change at Jiffy Lube. No appointment needed. And all these courtesy services will be included. We even vacuum and clean exterior windows. Need an oil change? That's a job for Jiffy. Jiffy Lube introduced the quick oil change. At Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, we also do brakes, tires, tune-ups, batteries, and more. No appointment needed. Vehicle maintenance? That's a job for Jiffy.
At Holzman Laser Vision, we provide the finest laser vision correction using the very latest technology to ensure the best outcomes. Our patient-focused protocols used by Dr. Holzman and his medical team help make your life-changing experience more comfortable, easier, and safer. If you have been considering laser vision correction, you should know Holzman Laser Vision is simply better. Arrange a free comprehensive consultation today. Holzman Laser Vision, because your eyes deserve the best. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
4-4 the score here at Giant Center as we go to overtime. Chocolatetown, USA right now. Trey Finks-Wolanski on the power play at 18:37. And then with the empty net, David Juracek goes all the way around the goal and scores at 19:40 to make this game even. Well, in the playoffs, goaltending and special teams, Garrett Mitchell can win you games. And welcome back to our intermission report with overtime coming up. Again, full 20-minute extra sessions here in the playoffs. Goaltending and special teams can win you games. Both teams with 2 power play goals now, with Cleveland getting one late. And Hunter Shepard has been oh so good. And I don't want to pile it on Hunter Shepard here tonight. It's a team game, but surrendering 4 goals on 21 shots, a couple uncharacteristic. And they beat him to the far post. And that one, they're shooting for the empty net, something we've seen him try to do once or twice. But in that situation, maybe he's just trying to clear it. We don't know what's going through his mind, but it winds up in the back of the net moments later. Things obviously in the playoffs that you look at with a magnifying glass, and it's up to the Bears right now. They're facing adversity really for the first time in quite some time in these playoffs, to go out, get one for their goaltender, and realize this is going to be a lot harder than maybe they thought, because they were moments away from winning game 1. Instead, now we head to extra hockey.
Yeah, especially having a 2-goal lead there going into about a buck and a half there in the third period. So it's one of those things that, for them right now, Shep's been able to bail them out for so many times. That's exactly what that group's saying. Hey, let's go get one for Shep. Like you said, not putting it on him at all, but let's go help him out here a little bit and finish this one for him.
Yeah, it hasn't been his sharpest game. We'll say that. We believe in obviously honesty is the best policy here and calling it like we see it. We're Bears broadcasting. We know Hunter Shepard is the best goaltender in the league. He's proven it game in and game out, and it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows. You got to find a way to win this one, and he'll be better in game 2. But right now, you just need him to be good in overtime coming up. Shots in the third period were 12-9 in favor of Cleveland. They had 8 shots going into the third period, 12 in the third, including the 2 to tie it up. Shots 32-20 in the game in favor of the Bears. Much more to come in our intermission report. Ryan Yee is going to join us as well. 4-4 overtime coming up. Cleveland's had some experience in this. Hershey is not in the playoffs. Talk more about it when we return.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight. Gotcha!
Buy a sporty Camry right now with low 4.75 APR from Toyota. Or get a low APR on a stylish new 24 Corolla sedan or hatchback.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
The savings continue during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event, now extended. Save big with 25% off all furniture plus free delivery or enjoy 5 years no interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $6.99, dining sets $7.99, and queen beds priced at an amazing $7.99. Save 25% plus free delivery or 5 years no interest financing. Only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
The symptoms started around 2011, going through different doctors, a lot of misdiagnosis.
I struggle with tremors, double vision, brain fog, and chronic pain.
I picture myself being in this place and everything being out of reach. The MS is getting worse, and I'm still just stuck in this little body.
Primary progressive MS. It's comparable to a house where things aren't working as they should. It's not something you could sleep off. You wake up, it's still there.
When you hear about a cure, it brings that hope back.
It would mean to my kids that they get their mom back.
And people would be saying, hey, remember MS? You know what that is?
If no one would have to ever experience this, it would just change the world.
Golf course, home to great golf and off-ice home of your 12-time.
And welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43. A tight one here. Didn't expect to be heading to the 4th frame, but here we are tied at 4. The Bears going into their first overtime this Calder Cup playoff run. I mean, 2 quick succession goals there. And what you said, you did some quick math, 64 seconds.
Yeah, 2 goals in 64 seconds with 2:10 left to play, and that's when it all started. And you got it's playoff hockey. You can't take things for granted, and you can't give up. You got to play to the final buzzer. And it was unfortunate there, and Ness took a slashing penalty. I think he was just playing hard on the puck. Came down on the stick, it broke. That's a typical slashing penalty. They called it, they got a goal, and they must have found something in the pre-scout on Hunter Shepard, because they did the same power play goal in the second period, was almost identical. So, and then that last one was a tough one. I mean, he was screened, he never saw it.
And I mean, a fresh start now. You're tied 4-4, essentially 0-0, heading into sudden death overtime here. I mean, what do the Bears got to do to get away with this one and score that golden goal here?
Well, you know what? They've been great all year at resetting and making adjustments in between periods. I don't expect anything less here in this going into overtime. So if they reset, come out fresh, come out hard, I think they'll be fine.
All right, well, hey, it's 4-4. Hershey Bears going to their first Calder Cup overtime in this playoff run. It's going to be a tight one, resetting 0-0 like you said. That's playoff hockey. Mitch Lamoureux, I'm Ryan Yee. We're back again here for Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah,
Crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for Memorial Day savings. Get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA MCO.
At crucial stages, business owners ask themselves, how am I going to do this? It's not about doubt, it's about opportunity when you have the right partner. At Sandy Spring Bank, we celebrate entrepreneurs, big and small, and we'll work alongside you. It's the best part of being a community bank. With our Flex Business Checking, loans, and lines of credit, we're the here's how for thousands of area businesses. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek.
I've been doing a little spring cleaning, and no matter what, the windows still stay cloudy.
That's because the seals are broken. Not only is it unsightly, but it's costing you more on utilities.
I really want new windows. Not sure if I can afford it.
This spring, we have an awesome deal. Plus, no interest for 18 months.
Oh.
And you're approved.
Oh, really?
Of course. We have financing options that make our windows affordable for everyone. Are you ready to design your new windows?
Oh, I like that.
Call 301-760-3381 now.
Well, overtime here at Giant Center for the first time in the Calder Cup playoffs. The Hershey Bears will play some extra hockey as the Cleveland Monsters, with 2 goals late, tie the game. We'll look at the highlights coming up from the third period in just a moment with Garrett Mitchell. Got the jacket off. We're trying to switch the mojo up. Give Cleveland all the credit in the world for sticking around. Only 20 shots on goal, but they have been opportunistic. And we look at the highlights here from the third period of play, and things look to be going well for the Bears. Hendrix Lapierre put them ahead 4-2 with a power play goal. Doing himself, he's been all over the ice and had a great game this evening.
Yeah, he has, and you know, like you talked about on the broadcast, he's not going to be around in a Bears jersey for much longer here. You know, he's kind of earned himself a full-time spot up in Washington.
Putting it in the far corner of the net twice for Cleveland. This one coming from Trey Fix-Wolanski. Maybe looking to go back door to Pucha, but puts it past the left pad of Shepard deep in the net. The second time the Monsters have done this in this game. And this is the tying goal from Juracek. See Iorio there, stick knocked out of his hands. He was upset. Shepard was never able to see it. Cleveland ties the game on the goal by Juracek after Shepard was only able to get it to the blue line moments prior.
Yeah, Juracek takes that ice. You know, Hershey was really packed in front of Hunter Shepard, and you know, he took that ice. He made a great shot over Hunter Shepard's blocker, and you know, that tied the game at 4.
Well, you come back and get the win. It counts all of the same, and it would be a good bit of adversity, which Todd Nelson always welcomes. So overtime is next here at Giant Center. Ryan, Garrett, myself will bring you the call as the Bears look to have all forgiven with a victory. You're tuned into the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals.
Faulkner,
Life, it's full of moments, from first steps to first loves, moments that make life special. Now, life can also bring us difficult and disruptive moments like a cancer diagnosis, which is why the groundbreaking work of Stand Up to Cancer is so vital. They know the problem of cancer won't be solved by one doctor, one lab, or one hospital. That's why Stand Up to Cancer brings together top minds from different fields to find new and better treatments so patients can thrive. So when it matters, we can all show up for moments of a lifetime. Please join Stand Up to Cancer and Myrtle Beach to help families get back to where they belong, making new memories for years to come. Please go to standuptocancer.org to see how you can join the mission.
At Holzman Solomon Vision Partners, we partner with you to craft the vision you have always wanted.
From the moment you walk through our doors, we promise you a unique concierge service that moves at a pace you're comfortable with. Together, Dr. Holzman and I have earned the trust of tens of thousands of happy patients.
So whether you're looking to improve your vision with LASIK,
or if you'd like to finally get rid of your reading glasses, maybe even have a cataract,
our team is here and ready to redefine vision care.
Contact Holzman Solomon Vision Partners today. Visit drholzman.com.
Any other questions about your loan with Navy Federal Credit Union?
All good. Thanks again for answering my call. I know it's late back home. I can't imagine where I'd be without you guys.
Hello? Are you still there?
Thanks so much.
Have a good one. Thanks for calling.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
4-4 overtime in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals for the Hershey Bears. The Cleveland Monsters in overtime of the playoffs are 2-0 on goals by Cole Clayton and Owen Sillinger. In the regular season, they had the most overtime wins in the league with 11. But Hershey, a perfect 8-0 in the regular season. Now that was 3-on-3. This 5-on-5 until we get a winner. Hershey's first overtime game since Game 7 in Coachella Valley when Mike Vecchione provided the winner. Who will be the hero tonight, Garrett Mitchell? Who comes through for the Bears if they're able to get the win?
Yeah, you know what? I've really liked Hendrix Lapierre's game so far. So, you know, he's had great jump. I'd like to see him, you know, just continue on as what he's been doing so far here tonight.
Trey Fix-Wolanski scored with 1:23 left. Juracek with 19 seconds left to tie it 4-4. Overtime underway. Greaves in goal to the left. Shepard in goal to the right. Hershey and the chocolate sweaters looking for the early strike. Puck comes free to the right point. Captain Dylan McElrath with it, puts it wide of the net of Greaves. Shots are 32-21 Bears. Fix-Wolanski floating behind the defense. Ness had to be alert to get back, as the Monsters could have gone for the home run pass, but it never formulated. Zaboral, cross rink, off the stick of McCowan. Started the scoring for Cleveland. Flipped back to center, and it's picked up Huntington. Left wing, Alex Limoges taps it in. Huntington, a man in front, could not get it to Paratube. He gets it back, though, and trying to center to Limoges. Looking to pop the dot, but broken up. On the near boards, Limoges and the Bears get it out. They dig it to the blue line. Johansson to Iorio. His shot deflected wide of the goal. Alex Limoges had 3 game-winning goals in overtime in the playoffs. Or excuse me, in the regular season. Does he have one here in the cards of the playoffs? Dubé on the dump in, wide of Greaves. So Bozo will pick it up. Everyone careful not to make the mistake that'll cost you the game. Puck cleared wide of Shepard. Lucas Johansson on the left corner to Vecchione, trying to swat it free, kept in Cleveland. They're on the attack now. Left of the goal, it's Pearson centering. Whalen tied up. There's Rowe. The veteran center gets back to break it up. Vecchione cuts it to center. Miro Snachenko is after it. Puck taken away, but the Bears are offside. 1:31 into overtime, 4-4 here in game number 1.
Yeah, you know, and this line has had some great pressure there. I watch, you know, Garrett Rowe's game so far here tonight. He's a guy that just, you know, he puts it out there every single shift. And, you know, to add him into the lineup there in the last series, you know, really just inject him into the lineup. You know, he's looked great so far.
Draw to Hershey. Prisky will blast it in. At one point, we thought he'd have the winner before the Monsters come back. Puck knocked behind the net. Greaves to play it. Rose first on it. Out of the far corner. Sanders, Vecchione between his feet. Could not get it. Broken back up to Cleveland to center ice. Bears look to re-engage. That puck played with a high stick. It goes out of play regardless on Pearson for a neutral zone face-off. So in overtime, you've played in these before where all the marbles are on the line. It's only game 1, but if you're the Bears, what's going through your head right now seeing Cleveland come back in this game?
Well, I think the veteran group in that dressing room would be talking about, hey, listen, you know, we put ourselves in this situation, we can dig ourselves out. And, you know, it's they've been there. You know, they've been through the adversity. There's, you know, tons of guys on this team that went through that run last year, you know, with adversity. So look to those guys that have been through it here before to really lean on them.
Not yet. Knocking down Prisky. Puck along the near boards. Cleveland with it. Will get it up the right wing. Roman is shot with it. Snaps a shot. Shepard the save. He will hang on. Little rough stuff in front. I'm very interested to see how referees Justin Kia and Mike Sullivan call it here in overtime. There's been 12 power plays dished out in this game, 7 for Hershey, 5 for Cleveland. Will it have to be egregious, or will they continue with the same standard? We shall see.
Yeah, I think, you know, not that you want to wipe it all out, but it's one of those things you want to see, you know, one of these two teams win it the right way. And, you know, obviously if it's a blatant call or a blatant penalty, you'll see the arm go up. But I think you'll let the, you know, kind of the old schoolyard rules go throughout this overtime.
So on the left is Shepard. It's done unfairly. We'll try it again. Mentioned for Hershey, Alex Limoges, how good he was in overtime in the regular season. 3 overtime winners in sudden death, tied for the franchise record. Right now it's Sutter out on the ice for Hershey. He had the overtime winner in Game 3 versus Coachella Valley. Of course, Garrett Pilon, who was with the Belleville Senators this year, had an OT winner against Cleveland in their opening round series. Pilon had the Game 5 winner last year. Thrown down to the ice was Johansson. The Bears recover it behind the net. Iorio to center. Chernaev lifts the stick of Sweezy. Unfortunately, cannot negate the icing. And Hershey will once again see a draw in their own zone with 17:36 to go in overtime.
Yeah, and you've got the guy that, you know, you want on the ice right now to take this draw, and Riley Sutter. You know, and Sutsy's been so good in the circle here so far tonight. So you've got the guy, you know, on his backhand towards the net here. Look to Lucas Johansson. He's probably going to end up going high off the glass, a strong side out here off this draw.
McCown on the face-off against Sutter, deep in the Bears zone, and everybody backed up again. Former Bears head coach Mike Havlin, an associate coach for Cleveland, on the bench, chatting with Savozo, giving him instructions. One of your old bench bosses here in Hershey, Garrett.
Yeah, met up with them. Never talked to him here today, but met up with them last time they were here early on in the year.
Chernaev looking to clear. The puck is played with a high stick, and the game has slowed to a crawl. 2 minutes and 29 seconds here into overtime. So as a player, you run through on your pond, on the driveway, wherever it may be, a million times in your head being an overtime hero. How do you not grip your stick too tight, though, on the other side of it and be worried about making that mistake?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. One of the hardest plays to make, you know, in the game is a defenseman going back for a puck and that rim up the wall as a forward in the defensive zone. And, you know, those are plays that right now, that's where you start gripping it just enough. You know, and those are tough plays to make. So just staying calm, understanding that let the game kind of happen in front of you.
Bears fire the puck back in, wide of the net of Jet Greaves. It's picked up Zaboro left corner, and he goes back for it, just sidestep Ravinsky. McElrath nearly fell down and allows Cleveland a little easier entry. McCown shot wide to Shepard. Rainbows to the corner to Bjork. Up the near wing, tracked there by Chernaev. Long shift for some of this group. Lapierre and Frank are out there. They're fresh as Ethan Frank chops it up the boards, but not out. Trying to get it away from Savozo. He does get it to center. Good persistence from Frank to make sure that puck did not get kept in. Sillinger will walk back in for Cleveland. One of their 2 overtime winners this playoff. Shot deflected. Shepard the save. The rebound swatted loose off his master chest protector. Savozo shot blocked, but they get it back. Cleveland still in possession. Sillinger took it from Frank. Thrown in front. Tipped wide of the goal by Pucha. Beneath the goal line, the Monsters threatening. It hits the side of the net. Shepard sees it pinball around. The Bears clear it. Snively's on it in center. We go the other way. Snively down the right wing. Cuts the middle, but the puck rolled away from him. And the Bears clear it behind the net to Lapierre, who wheels it up the boards, but tardy to get there. Johansson and down the ice.
I mean, that's a great play there by Lapierre just to get it around. And unfortunately, Lucas was just coming on the ice there on a change with McElrath and Nesby had stuck out there for an extended period of time.
Puck dumped in from center. No icing. Huntington is after it. Hit hard in the boards along the near wing. Alex Limoges looks to knock it loose behind the net. Away from Carrick Toubé, rattled off the glass to center. Limoges has it over the logo at center. Driving left wing, Jimmy Huntington. Can the Bears get the win here as Huntington belted, then Greaves runs into the net and knocks it off with his teammate. And back behind the goal, it's Sweezy giving the business to a Bear down on all fours. No arms up from the officials for the time being, as we had ourselves almost bowling out there. Greaves got run into, he went down, the net came off, Bears falling over in the corner, aided by Monsters. And out of all this, it looks like we'll just get a face-off.
Yeah, Alex Limoges ends up going hard to the net, pushes Cleveland's player into Greaves there, and that's kind of what starts that whole scrum in front of the net there.
Face off to the right of Greaser. They're going to put it outside the zone. And yeah, you said Limoges aided him. That's the right call then.
Yeah, for sure. Alex kind of pushed. Well, looks like they might chat about it a little bit. It's one of those tough plays because Alex is just going to the net. He's trying to take his own ice. They end up colliding a little bit here.
Well, if you're just joining us, the Bears are still going as Cleveland scoring 2 late in the third. A power play goal from Fix-Wolansky at 18:37. And David Juracek with the empty net at 19:40. The Bears right now here in overtime trying to find the answer. No shots on goal for the Hershey Bears yet in this session. 3 for Cleveland. Helter-skelter in front of Shepard, but he's got him. Forget everything that happened in the past for Shepard. Just be a wall now. That's his mentality. Draw one by Hershey. Jake Massey, the right point Prisky. Flicks it to the net, glove by Greaves. With no traffic in front, he will take the whistle.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones. You know, Prisky's just trying to just wait to allow some of his guys to get in front of the net and allow put a screen on Greaves just a little bit, but unable to get there with Cleveland's guys holding him up a little bit.
Last year, Hershey's first overtime game of the playoffs. They were the guys that came back and won. It was Henrik Borgstrom against Hartford. Mirostachenko off the draw. One-timer kicked out with the right pad of Greaves. A quality stop there. Kept in by Rowe. To Prisky, who shoots, deflects wide of the net. And Vecchione after it beneath the goal line. He's got it. Mirostachenko snaps a shot off the glove of Greaves, who overslid it a bit. Now the Bears are threatening. Can they pull off the win? Massey's shot blocked on the way. Gaudette takes it. Cleveland switches to offense, but the pass too far for James Malatesta. And back come the Bears. Mirostachenko from the right wing. Shoots high and wide. He tried to do it himself. And up and over the goal, but a bouncing puck. Vecchione gets it back. Mirostachenko behind the net. Threw it in front. Rowe was tied up. Grabinski's fresh, hit hard, but bends through it. It's the puck to Mirostachenko. Right point, McElrath. The Bears have the game winner on their stick. Pass down low. Mirostachenko late in his shift, looking for some magic. Back from the blue line, deflected wide by Grabinski. Henrik Grabinski came out from behind the goal and nearly won it, but cleared by Cleveland. They bend some more, but they do not break. And they ice the puck. Tired players will have to stay out for the Monsters.
Yeah, that's a great shift there by that line. You know, we've talked a lot about him here in this game of, that so-called fourth line, but just able to, and it's something I was going to say earlier on, when you have that short change in the offensive zone, long change in the defensive zone, it really allows Hershey to get those line changes rolled over. And that's exactly what they were able to do, hold Cleveland of not getting onto the ice there on a change.
So Todd Nelson goes to the top line, and why not? LaPierre, Frank, Joe Snively, LaPierre with a goal and assist. Ethan Frank. Bears leading goal scorer in the regular season with 8 shots to pace Hershey. Off the draw wing. Johansson behind the net, out of the reach of Snively. Greaves falls down. Bjork to clear it. To center it goes. Iorio with it. And an OT winner this year. To Frank over the blue line. Room for LaPierre. Pulls up, lost the puck. Fix-Wolansky the other way. 3-on-2 Cleveland. Frank trying to get back to negate that. It evens up. Monsters hit Zaboral joining from the right wing. His shot rattles off the glass wide of Shepard. And now back and forth we go as Iorio clears. Snively couldn't get it from Zaboral. Iorio swings his stick at McCown, gets a piece of him. 13:50 left in overtime. Tied at 4. Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals here at Giant Center. Going all the way down the ice by Hershey's Johansson. Too far for everyone. And icing is called. Let's check in down ice level with our own Ryan Yee. What are you seeing down there, Ryan, as the intensity picks up?
Yeah, you can feel it down here. The crowd definitely getting pretty loud. They're pretty upset with that call in the corner. Borderline boarding call possibly in the hit with Jimmy Huntington going there, but no call there. They started the chants going, but nonetheless, pretty intense down here. Definitely can feel the overtime vibes. The first one here for this playoff run.
Thank you very much, Ryan. The draw to the right of Shepard. 34-24 are the shots. The Monsters threatening here off the faceoff. Zaboral blocked by Rabinski. They're going to need some ice bags after this one. Monsters come up with it. They center. Juracek's got it. Trying to throw it down low. He's got 3 points tonight. Couldn't get the fourth. And we play on. Rabinski tips it in. On the chase down. After it behind the net. Reverse check thrown by Juracek, who's and a monster in this one. No pun intended. Sillinger wobbles it back in his own zone. The son, a longtime NHLer and former Blue Jacket Mike. His brother plays in the NHL for Columbus, a family affair. Backs in for Treneyev, could not handle it. Zaboral back four, veteran presence on the blue line to center. Pearson got a piece of it, no icing. Shepard taps it behind the goal to Chase Prisky with a goal in this game, which seems like a distant memory with all that's happened since. Whalen sends it up the left board. Savozil is there, keeps it in and shoots. Knocked down by center. Limoges has got it. Bear got dumped behind the play, but Alex Limoges carries it ahead. Weaving and winding down the right wing. Puts on the brakes, trying to throw it to Huntington. It got knocked away. Dubé in the trapezoid behind the net for Hershey. Eric Dubé knocked to the ice by Dunn. Lost his helmet. He's got to either pick it up or head to the bench. He'll head off. Vecchione joins the play as the Monsters. 3 wide over the blue line. Hold wide to Shepard. The pass is Aaron. Whalen out of the right corner. Drives the net. Back door in the feet on the Cleveland skater, who then tripped up Ness. Dunn took him down, no call, and we continue. Vecchione stabs him once, twice, clears to center. On-man rush. It's Limoges over the blue line with Huntington. To Vecchione, back to Limoges. Vecchione scores! After all, it's the Bears who prevail. And guess who? Mike Vecchione. Hershey takes game 1. It's a 5-4 final.
Just an absolute cherry on the top there, Fish. I mean, you know, there was a time there in that third period, you know, minute and a half left, and Cleveland's able to come back and tie that game, and you know, it just seems right for Mike Vecchione to get that one. You know, he was great here tonight, so what a win by the Bears.
Game 7, overtime winner for Mike Vecchione and Coachella. A gorgeous passing play. Limoges sets him up, and Vecchione with a big old roar, and those that stuck around at Giant Center were treated into what turned into an instant classic. Way too close for comfort, but Todd Nelson said it. He invites adversity. They got a dose of it. But after all, it's the Bears that take game 1. It's a 5-4 final here in Chocolate Town. Mike Vecchione, once again, the overtime hero.
Yeah, just, you know, you talk about that veteran group in there, and I guarantee you that that's what's been said. You know, let's go back, play our game, and that's exactly what they did in that overtime period. You know, I thought that overtime period went to the Bears as it was, and you know, how fitting is it that Mike Vecchione is able to throw that under the glove of, or over the glove of Greaves?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to pop down in this chair right here and wipe the sweat off my brow. This one certainly could have gone sideways had the result not ended up what the Bears wanted. But this time of year, all that matters is wins, and it's the Bears that take the 1-0 series lead. For Cleveland, there's going to be a lot of confidence in that locker room. Look, we showed we can play with these guys. Now we just got to capitalize a bit more. For Hershey, adjustments to be made, but something to build off of. And 3 wins away from the Calder Cup Finals. They get the first blow in the series.
Yeah, it's, you know, it was a great game there by the Bears. A little bit of a lapse there, you know, a few different times, just net front battles and stuff like that. You know, I'm sure Hunter Shepard would love to have 2 of those back for sure. You know, and it's one of those things, it's a little bit uncharacteristic for him. You know, he's been so great through the playoffs, so great through the regular season. So, you know, the guys really put it together for him, and I guarantee you that one feels great for Hunter Shepard right now.
Mike Vecchione gets the goal for Hershey from Alex Limoges and Jimmy Huntington. The game winner in overtime for the Hershey Bears. It comes at 7:58 on an odd man rush that was executed to perfection. Ryan Yee will join us downstairs momentarily with one of the stars of the game. He'll likely join Hendrix Lapierre, who is all over the ice tonight. And we'll be interested to hear radio side. Stick around for our Fairview Golf Course post-game show for those of the Bears Radio Network and AHL TV, as well as the Caps Radio Network. Going to be interested to hear Todd Nelson's thoughts. There is a lot that they will look at on video and discuss. But you know what? At the end of the day, a win's a win. The Bears will take it and look to build on it against a Monsters team that deserves a ton of credit for coming back in this one.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you talked about it. You hit it right on the nose where it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that Cleveland doesn't get 1 point out of this, and it doesn't make that race any closer. You just need 4 wins to end this series. So to get the first one, especially at home, you know, that's a great feeling here for this squad.
Hendrix Lapierre will go and join our own Ryan Yee, ice side after a goal and assist. Let's send it down to Ryan.
Yeah, here with Hershey Bears forward Hendrix Lapierre. I mean, huge goal and huge performance. Goal and assist for you there. Made it a little bit more dramatic than maybe some of the fans would have liked it to be. But just overall thoughts on the game here. 5-4 victory, first overtime this Calder Cup playoff.
I thought if you take out the last 5 minutes, I thought we played a really solid game. I thought we were all over them. Obviously, they're a team that never quits, so we knew they were going to fight back. Did we expect them to score 2? Maybe not, but it was a great playoff game. I mean, it's going to be a tight series, so I thought we played good tonight, and we can be even better, but I thought we were good.
And I mean, talk about that 8-day break going into this. Once you guys got on the ice, did you feel like it kind of clicked right away, or did you guys need some time here? It felt like, you got that quick goal, and then it took a little bit.
I mean, we've been doing this our whole lives. Like 8 days is not much. We're still practicing. We're still good, so